Welcome to the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep.
Touchdown, Braylon Edwards.
Braylon Edwards, touchdown, Michigan.
Running pattern to Edwards, touchdown, Michigan.
Where we bring you the best in sports, entertainment, and insight. Join us every weekday from 2 to 4 p.m. as we break down the latest games, analyze the biggest plays, and dive into the hottest topics in sports. We'll have exclusive interviews with your favorite athletes and guests, and you'll get a front row seat to all the action. So tune in to the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep.
Got one-on-one going end zone. Edwards in the air. Oh, what a catch by Braylon Edwards. His second touchdown in the game.
On the Woodward Sports Network, where sports comes to life.
Victory Tuesday, isn't it? How much fun was that last night? That was just fantastic. You could tell it's a Victory Tuesday because, well, Kool-Aid's got his sunglasses on, and that's a beautiful thing.
Shades. Let's go.
Braylon is pretty fresh. KG came sleepwalking in here. He wasn't feeling great, but a victory really settles everything. Welcome, everybody, to a Tuesday edition of that guy, the Braylon Edwards Show. Ryan's with us. Kool-Aid's with us. How about Freddie Felt being here with us? I'm really excited for that. I want him on the couch over there. He can't stay for a long time, but we want him to come on in and give his thoughts as well on the Braylon Edwards Show. That's what we do, and we really appreciate everybody being part of it. As always, appreciate you're here. What time did you get home last night? You were at the game last night in the suite.
I was in the suite. Shout out to Rob Sims as well as Calvin Johnson. They had me in their suite. Nothing but the best, their class personified.
Yep.
Like, for him to be an Ohio State guy, Rob Sims is all right in my book. I love you, brother.
He's a good dude.
100%.
Yeah.
But it got infiltrated by Michigan nonetheless because Mike Martin joined the suite a little bit later. Lamar Woodley would join the suite.
Oh, wow.
Teammate of mine,
Yep.
2002 or 2003 through 2004.
Wish he could still play.
I'm trying to tell you. Like, he's one of the ones that he's underrated how good he actually was and the impact that he had. There's a reason why Pittsburgh feels a certain way about him, and there's a reason why the people that know in Ann Arbor feel a certain way about him.
Yeah.
He was like that. But no, a lot of fun last night. Got home around 10:35. Side note, Detroit has to fix the Uber situation. Like, Detroit doesn't really have a lot going on as it relates to Uber and Lyft. We're one of those cities where it exists, but, you know, you take a time. So I've been to a lot of cities, gone to a lot of games. The Uber situation is easy. You call an Uber picks you up. It's super quick. You can tell them exactly where you are. Here's a pickup spot. Here's a drop-off spot. Like Detroit last night, they segmented off downtown, so kind of around like 36 precinct, the Gym Theater, Comerica Park, Ford Field, the backside where the parking garages are on, I guess, 75 Service Drive, where the McLaren garage is, all that. They segmented all that out. You couldn't get in, you couldn't get out. There was 2 pickup spots, and both of them were across the freeway.
That doesn't make much sense to me.
Exactly, because I was looking for an Uber to get back to Eastern Market, and I had to wait, and eventually got lucky and caught a shuttle over to Eastern Market with some people I knew, but do better. But
by the way, just so people are clear, and Braylon and I have been all over this country. He's probably done it more in limos than I have, but it's not unique to Detroit. A lot of cities do it better. I'm not suggesting they don't, but it's not unique to Detroit. There are other places where I've had to walk a ways to try and find a place to get an Uber or a Lyft. I have never done that in Detroit, so your experience is better than mine in that regard. I do think there are other cities that do it really well. Kansas City does it really well, for example.
I would say that's fine, but mine is more so, it was empty last night downtown.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to, poo-poo on the city. Look, the game was great. I enjoyed the game. It was a great atmosphere. It wasn't as crowded as I thought it was going to be. It wasn't as loud as I thought it was going to be. But I went to the game 2 years ago. Monday night, it was the freaking Raiders.
Yeah.
It was the Broncos. This is when Sean Payton berated Russell Wilson on the sideline. Yeah. I went to that. The tailgates were everywhere. It was crowded. It was cold as I don't know what, Shep. And people still were out. People were out tailgating. Eastern Market was kind of faint yesterday. Downtown was kind of faint yesterday outside of maybe Tin Roof. Like, if you're Tin Roof, outside of Tin Roof, it was, you can tell it was Monday and people were inside, whether it was governmental shutdown, whether it was people that have money in their pocket. Outside of the people that were in Ford Field, Wasn't much to downtown.
Wasn't a lot of it. I thought ESPN,
That's
ABC did a really good job of
the aerial views.
Well, not just that, but Jason Kelsey went around to the various tailgates.
Okay.
And I thought Detroit was representing really strong. I thought it was great. I've been to so many games downtown or at the Pontiac Silverdome. I don't feel the need to go there all the time. I do enjoy watching it at home primarily because I can get my laptop, I can take notes, I can look at statistics a little bit better. But here's part of the issue, and I love the people. I like watching games with people.
Yeah.
You and I have watched games together, and I learn from stuff like that. I think it's really important. The problem I have when you get a large group of people together is that I can't hear the broadcast very often, and that's that's on me. I there's plenty of things that I need to do better. I get that, but I want to hear it. I want the analysis, especially if it's now if it's Tony Romo, probably not. But if it's a certain analyst, if it's Jonathan Vilma, probably not. But
Tony used to be good.
But
when he first started, he was
Dion.
He was interesting enough.
It was a short sample size, my friend.
Fair.
Okay,
fair.
He's not Greg Olson.
No.
All right, he's not Greg Olson, and I think Troy Aikman does a good job. I wanted to hear some of but there was a play last night, and I'm with a group of really good people and good friends. Great food, jambalaya, chicken chili, you name it, we had it. Right, it was fantastic. But there's a play where Kate Otten reaches for the first down. They go to review.
Yeah.
Friends are talking pretty loud. I'm trying to figure out what they're saying. All of a sudden, I hear a buddy of mine say, "Hey, what are they reviewing?" I said, "I don't know, man. I mean, they're trying to tell us right now. Mike Pereira's trying to tell us right now, for crying out loud." Not Mike Pereira, but the equivalent of Mike
100%.
Pereira. That's what we're trying to get to, right? Got to find a different way for me to kind of blend in and understand that. And if I'm working, I should probably be just watching it by myself with the volume cranked up, taking the notes that I had to. I did enjoy it, but I only stayed for half, and I felt like Braylon Edwards cutting out at halftime.
Hey, what I'm saying? I cut out at the end of the third, but to your point, I get it. Yeah, to watch it in person is, I'm engaging with Calvin. I'm engaging with Rob.
Right.
Lamar comes up. I got to catch up with Lamar. What's been going on? How's the production company come? Did you graduate yet? Because he was in film school. Then you go out, watch a couple plays. Game's boring. Yes. The game was boring as hell last night. So now you come back. Now you're eating popcorn. You're doing the song and dance. The game was over. I got back home, and I watched the second game. I realized, what the hell even happened in the Lions game? So I had to go back and watch it this morning before the funeral. Make sure I got in. Make sure I dialed into those things. But boring game last night, but boring is good when you're the Detroit Lions and the defense that wasn't expected to play that well with the secondary.
Why do you use that word? Why was it boring for you?
Well, I'm a wide receiver. Like, I want to see a little back and forth, even if it's just one-sided. Like the Kansas City Chiefs and the Raiders, that was one-sided. It was very entertaining. 30 first downs will do it for you. But when you got one team that just clearly doesn't have it, whether the players were injured, whether it was a backup offensive lineman, whether Baker didn't have his stuff, whether the defense just was prepared last night, they couldn't get anything going. Every time Baker got the possession, here's a negative throw here, here's a negative throw here, here's an overthrow here, here's a drop pass here. Lions, they come out cooking with grease. First series, touchdown, then nothing.
Yeah.
Then big run. Then
Took a while, yeah.
100%. Then here's the start of the second half. Another touchdown on the opening drive. Then nothing. Then it looked like the Lions may be in somewhat of a dogfight. Then nothing.
Yeah.
So it just was for what you thought this game was going to be, for Tampa, who you know what Baker's been doing, Detroit, you know they want this game. They're at home. For that, it was a very good game for the Lions, but it's a boring game.
That's because your expectation. We talk about this all the time. It's about expectations. You said yesterday it's not going to be as high scoring as people think.
I did.
Okay. So,
but I went to the game, so I'm like, I want to see some action.
I get it.
Thank you, Jahmyr Gibbs. Thank you, Amon-Ra.
There you go.
I appreciate you guys.
Jahmyr Gibbs with a career high in total yards. Though that switched my brain. Our conversation yesterday, and again, I say this all the time, it's about expectations. What do you think is going to happen going in matters to you as you're watching the game or a season.
Yeah.
So you can be happy about, we'll use the Tigers as an example. You can be happy the Tigers made it as far. For me, I thought it was a wasteful season because my expectations were higher. Last night, most people would have expected it to be a high-scoring game. After our conversation yesterday, and we have to have an open mind about willingness to change, you changed my mind. So I went into that game not thinking it was going to be high-scoring. Thus, it was very entertaining for me.
Yeah, and that was very entertaining, too. Yesterday we talked about this. Freddie, you should have heard it, man. I said the race was to be up by 12 the fourth quarter. The Detroit Lions had to be up by 12 because with Baker Mayfield, we know he can come back. We know he plays and lives for that moment. But it's still something about having that pressure to have to score twice, to have to score 2 touchdowns, to have to make every possession matter. Every throw is much more important. Every time you drop back, you can't take a sack. When you're playing under that pressure, I don't care how good you are, at some point, you crack. So that's why 12 was the number. And just like butter, they opened up and they were up 12 points on the game. What was it? 21-3.
It's funny. It's funny you say that because you texted me that last night.
Number was 12.
Remember, the number is 12, and I was trying to think. I was racking my brain, going, "What are you referring to? The number's 12. Is that the spread? I didn't think it was that big of a spread. So I was trying to remember, and then it clicked with me. It's like, yes, he said it's got to be 12 going into the fourth, and that was a big deal.
21-9. That was the score.
21-9, yeah, and it ended up 24-9. So good for them. It's a nice win for them. I would argue, is it their best win this season? It's not the most convincing win. They beat the snot out of the Bears. They beat the crap out of Baltimore. But considering the team, people, what we want to do is we want to almost take away from a team. Well, Baltimore's not that good this year. You know why Baltimore's not that good this year? Because Detroit made them look like they're not as good as they were a year ago. Chicago's struggling. Well, they've won 4 straight, so maybe you could look back. Could you make the argument this is their best win considering the team they beat? Because Tampa's a good football team. Right. This nitpicking of what Detroit did right and wrong on social media is bothersome. And it starts with, why are they all wearing Brian Branch's jersey?
Because it's Detroit versus everybody. We keep trying to tell y'all that.
I went like this. Good for them. Good for them. They're showing unity. What do we say all the time? Yeah. We
Solidarity, man.
We say it's about culture. That makes us look absolutely really small. It makes us look. It looks
like he's talking to you.
It does look like he's talking to you. When we talk about culture and we talk about how this team is different, that's a big reason right there. Amik Robertson wearing Brian Branch's jersey. That's a togetherness. What's wrong with that?
No, there's nothing wrong with that. And look, at the end of the day, I think it's this win. The Baltimore win and what it did at the time, 100%. To beat Baltimore, to beat Lamar Jackson, go do it on the road. This is one of the type of wins that the Detroit fan base have been clamoring for. So if you want to talk about the feels, the Baltimore Ravens victory definitely gave you the feels. It was like, we've arrived. So what happened after Baltimore after the fact? It still gave you the feels. This is the best win because this team will be better. This team will get players back. This Tampa Bay Buccaneers team will be there at the end. You will potentially see them again. They will make noise once the end of November hits. That's the team you just beat. I don't care who was playing. I don't care what the score was. You just beat that team. They were 5-1 when you played them. They came in here and they lost. You sent them back to Tampa. Now you get to rest on the bye week at 5-2. Get guys back. Get guys healthy. This is the best win of the season, and not to mention they're number 1 in your conference. At least they were until you beat them. I think it was the biggest win of the season for the Detroit Lions, and the fact that you can get a secondary to play like that.
Holy crap.
Like the fact that Kelvin Shepard can inspire so much in his guys, and that his guys within the team, Amik Robinson led the way last night for that secondary. The fact that you can get guys to respond like that. All analysts, I don't care if it was us, I don't care if it was, I don't care about anybody else. We wanted to know, what does it look like when your DB1 is out, your DB2 is out, your safety 1 is out, your safety 1B is out. What does that look like?
Yeah.
And they answered in kind. So last night, Ryan, I know you're chomping at the bit. Go ahead. What you got, big fella?
I thought it was the best win of the year by far, and I loved the Baltimore win. But again, something that I've heard a little bit from the national, it's not a massive storyline, but again, we talk about moving the goalposts with the Lions. It seems like every time they win, the national media moves the goalposts. That's our first win against a team above 500 last night. The Ravens were 1-1, the Bears were 0-1, and then the Browns and Bengals weren't. But I think this is a massive win for us. I think it's the best win. It's the best part about it is it made Baker Mayfield look silly at times. He was missing wide open throws. I know he was sped up a couple of times, and the pass rush got to home. But they made Baker Mayfield look silly at times. That Tez Johnson throw the fourth quarter should have been 6, but he missed it.
100%. Yeah, I don't think he missed a lot of wide open guys. He missed some throws that he usually makes. That's number 1. Number 2, if people are going to your point, if people are going to take away what Detroit against Baltimore because Baltimore's not very good, then you better give them extra credit for what they did against Chicago, since Chicago now has a winning record.
That's what I'm saying.
Too, yeah.
Right?
It just seems like they move the goalpost every time
Absolutely
we win a
they
game.
do. But did you think the Detroit fan base is any different than anybody else?
No.
By dissing their team at times like this? Like, I don't know how you can't be proud of what your team did last night.
Yeah.
We're talking about 51 consecutive opportunities here where this team could have lost back-to-back games, and they did not.
That's
Okay? That's impressive. That's the longest since Green Bay in 2018 through 2022 of 53 consecutive. What does that tell you? You and I have talked about this before. The preparation. Kelvin Shepard deserves a game ball and then some.
Nah, he deserves all of them.
He really does.
Like him and Jahmyr Gibbs deserve the only game balls from last night. Like what he was able to create with this defense, a lacking defense, and then those guys lick their chops on the Tampa Bay side. Oh man, we're going against 4 backups. Not only did they do the job, not only were they in position and gave up a couple plays, but you know what? They won more plays than they gave up. They shut down every play.
Yeah.
Whiteside, side note, shout out to the individuals from Michigan. I feel like Michigan now has like 5 or 6 guys that are from the state of Michigan, like Whiteside, like Nowalski, Aiden Hutchinson, and the list goes on.
Yeah.
Tesla, there you go, that understand who the Lions are. Not only, Shep, did they play well, Whiteside had 4 passes on him. Shep, he had 3 pass deflections. 3 pass deflections. That means they went after him. They targeted him.
Right.
They said, he's the backup. We're going at him. Not only did he defend Emeka Egbuka, who's played as one of the best receivers in the league so far this season, he defends the pass, which means he knocked the ball down, so there never was an issue with pass interference, doing something undisciplined, holding, defensive holding. They played the T. They played. Deshae Townsend, kudos to you. They played above and beyond last night, and they deserve all the credit. Like, Baker Mayfield looked flustered, and the big fella was back in the middle, and you saw the result. Because to your point, Ryan, there were some throws that we know Baker could make.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Baker at Oklahoma, Baker at Cleveland, Baker with the Rams, Baker with Carolina, Baker now. He can make those throws.
Yep.
They were way off the mark.
Yep.
To your point.
And because Detroit had some sticky coverage. They had 12 passes defended last night.
That's nuts.
Okay. That's really impressive. The only thing I'd take issue, I don't think it's just Kelvin Shepard and Jahmyr Gibbs who deserve game balls, because I thought Aleem McNeil, and I watched him specifically because of what you said. You said he's going to help others along that defensive line, and damn it, he did. And he was an impactful player. He helped Aiden Hutchinson with 5 quarterback hurries. He helped those guys in the secondary, okay? He did it. But Kelvin Shepard, maybe it's instilling the confidence, him and Dan Campbell instilling the confidence.
Yeah.
I get the Gibbs thing for sure offensively, but he runs 78 yards because Tate Ratledge and Penei Sewell carved out a hole that we could drive your limousine through.
And it goes back to Kelvin Shepard. What that goes back to is how they practice, how they operate, how they prepare. Getting back to it, how you prepare is a real thing. And here in Detroit, the culture that they've created with the players that Dan doesn't have to say much.
Yeah.
There's Amon-Ra that's talking. There's Penei Sewell. And, man, I got a treat for you. We got a little sneaky Braylon's breakdown today. Not in depth, but we got a sneaky one on a Tuesday, day after Lions win. Penei Sewell, we'll show you the video footage. But they have the culture in. The players, they do it themselves. They police themselves. They watch film themselves. They do extra stuff themselves. Yeah. And one thing I remember about playing in the league, teams that are successful, the 2s, the 3s, the scout team guys, they still prepare like 1s. They prepare like 2s. They prepare like they're going to be called. So when the number is called, they're not just guys that, oh, man, I back up Amon-Ra St. Brown. I back up Amon-Ra St. Brown. Yeah, I'll never see the field. Yeah. Or I back up this guy. I never see the field.
These guys always act like they're
100%. They're all because that's self-policing.
Right.
If Amon-Ra St. Brown is going in to watch film, if DJ Reed is going in to watch film, if Penei Sewell is going in to watch film, why aren't you going? Mm-hmm. If the best of their position are going to watch film, and that's what they do and they prepare, because those guys came on the field, Shep, they were in the right spots the entirety of the game. They weren't out of position maybe once or twice. The other guys on the side get paid too. But outside a couple times, man, those guys were in perfect position, and they played well all night long. It got to the point where they were even smiling during the game.
Who led the team in tackles? Jack Campbell and Eric Hallett. Okay, each with 8. And Hallett led the team in solo.
A lot of people would say,
tackles
who?
with 6. All of us.
That's what we were saying.
Right? All of us
No.
would, right? And then we just talked about the passes defended. I mean, it was beautiful. Last night, I tweeted this out. This caught my ear right away. Troy Aikman said this, and I thought it was awesome, okay? And obviously because it's about Detroit. He said, quote, "This is one of the best defensive efforts I've ever seen." And I thought to myself, here's a dude who's won 3 Super Bowls. He's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Played a long time in the NFL and has played just as long as an analyst in the booth. He's seen a lot of football. He didn't say it was the best defense he's ever seen. What he said was, because that would be ridiculous.
Right.
But what he did say is it's the best defensive effort, or one of the best defensive efforts he's ever seen. Yeah. Damn it, you guys, that's coaching, okay? That's players buying in for sure. That's a player-led locker room without a doubt. But that is coaching. When you're talking to guys who were on the practice squad last week, and other guys who just got here, and other guys
on the couch,
who they don't even know their teammates' names, and they may not even be totally familiar with all the defensive schemes.
Yep.
For them to play as passionately and as responsibly as they did, that is coaching, man.
And I wanted to add as well to this conversation, because last year when they lost all those players on defense, they highlighted towards the end of the season how Kelvin Shepard had designed stunts to get the linebackers home. You talk about everybody who Aleem helped. Those linebackers, Derek Barnes got home last night. And just having that was part of the conversation we talked about yesterday on the show. What was he going to cook up with those linebackers? Mm-hmm. And the fact that secondary basically played a lot of man, stuck to their guys, played physical, it allowed those linebackers to help apply pressure. And with Aleem McNeil being there and picking up extra offensive linemen on him, it just continued to keep Baker Mayfield off balance all night long.
Do you know who led this team in sacks last night? A guy who was on Dallas' practice squad, Tyrus Wheat. Yeah. He had 1.5. He led the team. Oh, they had 4 sacks last night. Yep. He had 1.5. And throw myself under the bus. When they acquired him, and we all wanted Zadarius Smith, or we had to have, let's be in the conversation for Trey Hendrickson, or can we save Max Crosby from Las Vegas? And I said, Tyrus Wheat ain't going to cut it, man. Well, guess what? Shut up. Because he cut it for that game. Yeah. Now, that doesn't mean he's going to be an all-pro. It doesn't mean I would want him instead of the aforementioned players. But this coaching staff finds a way to get the most out of its players, and there's something to be said for that.
Yeah, I think a lot of guys, first and foremost, when you come into this league, you got to have some talent. Like, to make the league, to get into the NFL, I don't care if you were drafted, undrafted, however you made it to the squad, however you got in the league, you deserve to be here. Because this is a tough fraternity to crack. Trust me, I know. I saw a lot of guys that I thought were good that did not make it to the NFL. It just is what it is.
Both in college and the NFL.
100%.
You saw them, they didn't stick and stay.
Didn't stand by the wayside.
That's why you have so much respect for it, and so do I. Yeah. The passion, but the talent that you have to have every day to just practice and stand out speaks volumes.
So with that said, to make this NFL says a lot about you. Now, when you can get into the right spot, Shep, when you get to a situation where you have a head coach that gets it, you have his team that gets it, everything around them gets it, and the energy at the energy at Ford Field, the energy at Allen Park, the way they take the field, the way they are together, the way they joke together, the way they are with their coaches, the doors are always open. Like when you're leaving a situation, he left Dallas. You know what he's seeing? You know what the energy is that he's seeing? Now, I'm not trying to make this long story about Tyrus Wheat, but he had 2.5, so we're going to talk about him. The energy he left, it's chaotic. It's unnerving. It's unhinged all the time, and this is how they operate regularly. You come here and you see this, and they took a chance on you, and there's some opportunities, I'm going to do everything in my damn power to make sure I echo what you guys are doing. I want to be a reflection of that. So Tyrus Wheat is a reflection of, wait, this area is really nice over here. This coach seems to get it over here. You know, these players are cool. There's a chance from here. There's good energy. So that's what you saw. He went out there. He got his chance, and he was ready. He prepared like it. That new energy in the right place, I've seen it. When you go from one thing, I went from Cleveland to New York with Rex when it was first cooking. I was like, all right, what do you guys need me to do? I'll mop, I'll sweep, I'll clean up. I'm just ready to get this thing rocking and rolling because I can feel it. And that's
team
what
player,
saw.
Well, Micah Parsons. Remember what Micah Parsons said going to Green Bay compared to what was in Dallas?
It's like so much different.
Oh, Night and day. Not even close. Really excited to get your thoughts on the impact of Lee McNeil, because you did a great Braylon's breakdown last week about what he brings. Did you see that? More on the coaches, more on the impact that this win can have. And, of course, we'll have Braylon's breakdown a little bit later on. Yes, it's a special edition of Braylon's breakdown. And we promised you yesterday, Braylon's six-pack, yeah, he can pull the shirt up and show the six-pack, but we're going to get to a different kind of six-pack at 3:30 here on the Braylon Edwards Show on Woodward Sports. But first, this from Ben Johnson.
You know, it's 2025, man. I can call Ben Johnson and tell him that you guys are trying to objectify me on this show, man. Make me take my shirt off. No, I'm just joking, but I won't do that. But you should. Corporations, the government, even your insurance company will do whatever it takes to minimize their liability. They don't really be responsible for anything, so they'll put you in situations to withhold what you earn. But you've earned it, so you can get it. You know how you get it? Call Ben Johnson Law, or hit him at VinFights.com. He is the fighter. Let him fight for you. Don't be in any situation that you can't handle, because he can handle them all. He is the fighter. Let him fight for you.
Had a ton of people at our watch party yesterday for the Lions before and afterwards, and we expect the same type of passion this coming weekend at the Woodward Sports College Football Show. It's going to be live at Art and Jake's in Lansing, October 25th. It is the epic showdown between Braylon Edwards' alma mater and Michigan State. So maybe there might be a side bet between Braylon and Anson to a certain extent, but we want you to be there. We want you to come hang out and enjoy wall-to-wall coverage on 80 TV screens, 22 different beers on tap for you. Some great food, as you see right above me, but a great mood and a great atmosphere. Michigan State, right there at Art and Jake's in Lansing. Check it out and make every day a winning day.
The Super Bowl parade in Detroit will be one for the record books. Detroit just does it different. Woodward Sports, your official Super Bowl or Bust Lions network.
Stop searching for a vehicle and start finding one. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac makes it easy. We harness the power of multiple dealerships and own the biggest selection of GM brands in the area to get you the car you need. With the Les Stanford Group, you'll have access to 4 different dealerships, providing you with more makes, more models, and more choices. We're connected to more than 1,000 vehicles, and with so many high-quality CPO vehicles available, you'll find new car quality at pre-owned prices. You can start and end your search at lesstanford.com today.
You know how some things are so good they should be world famous, but they're not? Our house-made vinaigrette is one of those things. And the antipasta salad, we drizzle it over. Same with our hand-battered chicken tenders. Original recipe soups and pasta sauces. It's almost as if our original world-famous Detroit-style pizza is mocking them. And that's not very nice.
Injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon. Braylon Edwards and Shep Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you. Looking for your daily sports fix? Look no further. Join Braylon Edwards, the University of Michigan legend.
Lofting it right corner of the end zone for Braylon, up in the air. Touchdown, Michigan!
And Shep,
Do you believe this comeback?
your favorite sports commentator, as they tackle the hottest topics in the world of sports. Catch the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep, Monday through Friday from 2 to 4 p.m. on the Woodward Sports Network. Get ready to laugh, learn, and love sports like never before. Every Sunday, there's only one place to get all your kneecapping, hard-hitting Detroit Lions Lions coverage. Start your Sunday with the Lions Weekly Report with Broder and Terry Foster. Then, the Lions pregame show with Neil Rule and Sean Baligian. At kickoff, keep it locked in for all the emotions of the game with a live watch party with the heavyweights. Then, recap the game with the Lions postgame show with Anson. Game days, there's no other place to be than Woodward Sports. Live all game day. Go Lions. WoodwardSports.com and click on Shop. Get the latest in Detroit sports apparel and exclusive Woodward Sports gear. WoodwardSports.com can get the whole team outfitted. Love the Pistons, Red Wings, and Tigers? We got something for you, too. Shop online at WoodwardSports.com. Thank you to all the fans for making Woodward Sports your #1 online destination for Detroit sports. We promise not to drop the ball.
Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential with over 50 metropolitan Detroit locations. It's the gym for you. It's the gym for me. It's the gym for everybody. And now we want to get people to come in, start your journey. Start your journey at Planet Fitness because there's no judgment here. Home of the judgment-free zone. We want you to start your journey with us. We have trainers on staff to help you figure out that journey at your own pace. That's the key. And the biggest thing, too, is we have fitness that fits into your price point. Not trying to take you for an arm or a leg. Not here. We just want to make sure you get as strong as you can because this is Planet Fitness, and we are all strong.
Can we thank Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea? Because they sponsored our pre- and post game last night.
I saw the fellas, man.
Yeah.
You guys did well.
It was a massive success, and it doesn't happen without Woodward Sports, but also our partner Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. It's a really cool, crisp, clean drink. Real vodka, real iced tea. Only 100 calories. Doesn't hold you down. 4.5% alcohol. It's really, really good, and it's perfect for tailgates. And it's perfect for a Monday Night Football game like last night. So hats off to Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Thanks for the partnership. Way to go on the pre- and the post-game show. It was fantastic. And, of course, everybody last night, wink, wink, drank responsibly.
They
and
did.
We back.
You sounded like that Eddie Murphy read. Some lemonade, that cool refreshing drink. He was imitating Elvis.
Loved that guy, man.
Hey,
loved him. One of my
Freddie
favorite.
Felt, man, you got some moxie about you, brother.
Yeah, Freddie's here, so
Yeah.
I want to bring Freddie in because he's a really good dude. He's from Indiana. Well, he's from here, but he lives in Indianapolis. He got up at 6:00 in the morning just to drive yesterday to get to the Lions game. Did his work from the car and from various stops along the way. His wife has got to be a wonderful person to allow him to chase all the passions that he has. And then he said, you know what, I'm staying the night. So he stayed the night last night. He said, I'm going to swing in and check out the Braylon Edwards show. And we're really glad he did. He's got his Lions hat on, and he is all fired up to be here, and we're all fired up to have him as well. And we appreciate him swinging by. Freddie, it's instead of you in the chat, it's you in person, and I like you better in person. How are you?
Hey, it is an honor and a privilege to be here on the Braylon Edwards show with Shep. I'm going to call it the Two Goat Show.
Okay.
Because, I grew up on both of you guys. Bray is an 80s baby just like me. Shout out 83 gang.
100%. You know what time it is, 83.
And Shep, just many, many, many mornings of hearing you just go at it with people. It's a pleasure to be here. You brought up my wife, though. Shout out to my wife. She drove me to Cincinnati.
Wow.
Dropped me off at the stadium. I was 10th row in the end zone. She just went shopping. They had that Jungle Gym store there, that big grocery store. She just dropped me off. I was like, okay, and just dropped me off, piddled around Cincy, came back and scooped me in the fourth. I did it Braylon style. I had to leave early. The game was put away by then. She's a real one. And she drove home because it's like a 2-hour hop and a skip back to Indy.
Yep.
She drove home to make sure that I could watch the Tigers game, the
Wow.
Tigers playoff game on the way home. So
That's so cool.
She's a real
keeper,
one.
man.
She's a real one.
And the fit is legit. You talking about Tigers from head to toe, Detroit from toe to head. Got the Axel Foley T-shirt on, and don't think I didn't notice that RoboCop tattoo on us. Like when I was young, RoboCop was my favorite movies of all time, and I think it's because it represented Detroit 100%.
So what was the atmosphere like for you, Freddie, last night?
Electric. I don't want to be cliche and be like, it was a playoff atmosphere, but it truly was a playoff atmosphere. I told Shep off camera, I've been to metal shows that are deafening. That was insane. The level, the volume, and not just for moments or coming back from a break or a random third down. That entire game was loud.
Yeah.
Detroit showed up and showed out, and that's how we do. We're different here. That's just how it is. So we have the arena now. We have the stadium to prove it. If you don't know now, you know, to quote a great poet, Christopher Wallace.
100%. You know it is. Biggie, quick question about this. We were talking, you heard us a little bit. Lions get the win. They now improved to 5-2. They're tied with the Buccaneers, but they have the advantage because they beat them. What did that do? What did that win last night? How they did it? What was gone? What did it do for you in terms of where you are with the Lions right now at the bye week?
It proved to me that this team is a unit.
Yeah.
It proved to me that there's a lot of talking points with this team. There's a lot of rhetoric from certain fans. Certain fans want to, victory lap over. See, I told you he wasn't good. It's like you're a fan of the team, right? You would rather be right and them lose than to be wrong and them win.
Right.
So goofy behavior that I don't understand. I would rather look like
so well put.
Respect.
I would rather look like the biggest jackass to the Woodward audience, to the world, and my team wins a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I was born 2 miles away from the studio of the Silverdome.
Hey.
I'm a Pontiac native. Shout out Yaktown. I need one. I'm ride or die with this team. And if you're not, like I've said before on many post-game shows, get off the bandwagon. But last night proved all the talk. You don't know what you're talking about. Oh, Baker's going to throw for 350 and the secondary's going to get cooked. That part, right? Look at the box score. Look at the Lett brothers on there. You look at who's topping the defensive totals.
Yeah.
This team is a unit. It's not names. This isn't Madden. These are grown men out there that have a job to do. Dan Campbell has this team as a unit right now.
Get me fired up,
Hey,
Frank.
on top of all that,
Talk that
how about
talk.
after the first week? So when they lose to Green Bay, the panic button was in full force. It literally looked like a blue light special at Kmart. Yes, I'm aging myself. But it was a constant.
25 cents for the bubble gum in the front.
It was like the bubble gum. Yeah.
Hey, shout out the subs from Kmart back
See?
in the day. If you know, you know. The little
Wait,
Caesars in the
The
corner.
pizza. I was just
Your
about
mom,
to say
you go bra
100%.
shopping with your mom. You're
Yeah,
like, give me $3.
we can
to
do
go.
better pizza than that, like Buddies. But you get my point. After the first game,
Shout out,
people were freaking out about this team. I'm like, wait a minute, Braylon and I are 17. We got 16 games to go, and Green Bay's pretty good. Okay.
What happened with that is when you haven't done something yet, any little thing, you're still waiting to go the opposite way. Like when you haven't fully done something yet, you fully don't know if you can do it. You're still insecure at the moment.
You mean winning a championship?
100%.
Gotcha.
And what happened with Detroit fans, the ones that are like this, not the Freddie Phelps, they're sitting up here talking about he's been down since Yaktown. You know what it is. It hurts, but I'm still supporting. When you go from nothing to, let's just jump ahead, to 2023, when you go to the NFC Championship, and then here comes 15 wins in 24, and then all of a sudden you lose the playoff game, and then you lose coordinators. Like everybody that wanted to say it's not going to happen, now they have all the ammo.
You're looking for reasons.
100%.
Yep.
So now you have that happen. Now you got the people that kind of believe, and then insert the Green Bay Packers game. Now it's like, oh, this is all we needed. That's what happened with the Lions fan base from end of the season 23, 24, and then that Packers game.
That's well said. I don't think any of us are suggesting that just because you criticize your team that you're not a fan, because you can and you should criticize your team. But to nitpick after a nice win like that over a really good football team, granted they were missing some talent, but so was Detroit. Detroit was missing a ton of talent. They are in a really good spot, and when the bye week is over, there's going to be a lot of additional talent coming back to help this team out.
When you go to your favorite restaurant, I'll equate it to that because what you said is facts. You get to
Black Rock?
100%.
Shout out Braylon's Meat.
But see, I don't want to do that. Hey, that was funny. But see, I don't want to do that because I'm going to say something else. If you go to your favorite establishment, that is not Black Rock. That is not Buddies. And you go there, and it is an off night for the chef. And it is an off night for the restaurant. What do? You criticize. You tell them, say, hey, look, this is what I thought. You're honest with your opinion. Tonight, the fish just wasn't as fresh. You're honest.
Yeah.
You're not leaving the restaurant.
Right.
You're not never returning. You're not saying, well, one time it was bad. We're out.
Right. But there will be a time where you don't get the service and you don't get the food, and maybe you take a client or you take a friend and brag about it a little bit, and then it comes up short. There will be a time where it's like, you know what? I got to cross that off my list. Not that we would ever do that with our partners because Black Rock doesn't disappoint. I'm just saying, in another situation, I've had that happen. Yeah. I'm not going there anymore. Why not? Okay, that's 2 times in a row. Bad service, bad food, too much money, not doing it.
51 games in a row, there hasn't been a second time.
Right. Amen to that.
Real quick, can I make an additional point here?
Please do. Unless it's about food, then you're going to make me hungry, but go ahead.
No, we don't want to do that. They won't like you when you're hungry. We'll do an Incredible Hulk.
Hulk up.
No, to quote another poet, Wesley Snipes from White Men Can't Jump, it is hard work. It's hard work being a Lions fan. And Shep brought it up off the record, that it's almost more comfortable to be a hapless team or a hapless fan. It's comfortable. It's not easy. It's hard work to be the measuring stick, to be this unit that's out there, to be the best of the best. It's hard work. That's why you see a lot of Yankees fans, and then they go, I'm a Cowboys fan.
Yeah.
I'm a Lakers fan. That's why you see a lot of
that's
that.
LeBron.
It's hard work. We don't want to name drop, but it's hard work to be a fan. And I said it on the post-game show after the Commanders lost. This season is going to prove who the real Detroit Lions fans. So would the real Detroit Lions fans please stand up?
You're absolutely correct about that. When I was a kid, I've told this story a million times. People heard I wasn't a Lions fan growing up. My dad played for the Lions, and I wasn't a Lions fan. Like, I legitimately was Oilers and 49ers. Like, they won. Because I saw what the Lions fan base went through. Oh. I saw year after year. I saw Thanksgivings ruined. I saw holidays ruined, seasons ruined. I saw not marriages ruined, but I saw a lot of fights. Wives and husbands because the husbands are pissed because their team is so terrible. Yeah. I didn't want any part of that. So to your point, I knew it was a hard thing to do as a kid. That's why I didn't sign up. You're absolutely correct.
It's really easy to be negative.
Yeah.
That's probably the easiest thing. You're never satisfied, right? The hardest thing is to look at it in a positive spin. And we're not asking people to look at a negative and turn it into a positive all the time. But I don't think there's anybody, this is what I always talk about with expectations, I don't think there's anybody who thought this team's going 15-2 this year. Okay, they're going to lose again. That would be my guess. They're going to lose somewhere down the line. It's not going to shake my belief in this coaching staff and this team. But Braylon and I had a conversation yesterday. When do you buy in? And his answer was fantastic. In addition to what he said, and that is, look, you can be favored. You win that game by the spread and keep piling on. Or you continue the next week to not let that loss or win affect you. The reason I believe in this team so much, and again, they're going to lose again, the talent is help. Okay, I don't give a crap what you are. There's no world champion out there that doesn't have talent, damn it, okay? But I believe in the coaches.
And I don't want this to come out the wrong way, but I brought this point up before. The regular season, almost to me, and this is not to say I overlook anybody or games aren't important. We got to have stuff to talk about, right? To me, the regular season to me is like, remember gym class, you get the smelly pennies that you put on, they stink and they're wet. Ugh. It's a scrimmage. Yeah. You're playing a scrimmage. This is the stinky, smelly script. Like, for me, the regular season is oh, man, I got to wear number 72 to play basketball. This stinks. It's right. It don't even fit. My belly button's showing.
Right.
These are scrimmage games for the playoffs because at the end of the day, you go 15 or 2, you're the 1 seed, you're the wild card. We need the Lombardi by any means necessary. That's just how it is.
I love that analogy. And all those jerseys that you're talking about, they came in that bag that had the holes in it.
Yeah, the drawstring.
The
little mesh bag.
The huge clip at the end of it.
Every jersey wet.
But and they're just throwing them at you.
But you're absolutely correct. We talked about consistency when you buy in. Now, we've already bought into the Detroit Lions, but if you hadn't yet, just look at last night. For what you want to say about the other side, for what Tampa was lacking, the same was on the Detroit Lions side. They were lacking. They were missing all their wideouts. Guess what? We were missing all our DBs. You watched that. The game was 6.5 the point spread, 6.5 for the Lions, right? Begging you to take the Lions because the Bucs are going to win. No, that's not what happened. The Lions won. They covered the spread, and they covered the spread by more. Consistency. Mm-hmm. That's what you want to see out of a team that you want to believe can go to the dance and come home with the trophy that Freddie Feld is talking about, and that would be the Lombardi. Last night wasn't a pretty win, but guess what? All wins are pretty. All wins are pretty.
Yeah, I think the thing that might differentiate it for me is that Tampa won the week before against a good San Francisco team with Tez Johnson, with Kate Otten, without Mike Evans, without Amika Buga.
Yeah.
We had never seen the Lions without as you pointed out, cornerback 1 and 2, safety 1 and 1A, or 1B, I think is how you describe it. Now we have, which I think should really enthuse people more and infuse their confidence that much more because of the coaching staff preparing these guys. Again, I can't stress it enough. Some of these guys maybe didn't even know some of their teammates. Go ahead, identify him. Oh, I didn't know. It's like, oh, I didn't realize he was on our team now.
It's a dude you saw drinking Gatorade once, like
Right.
after practice.
Yeah.
Like, who?
But that's the good thing about when you do your job, when you operate within, this is my job, this is my description, this is my assignment on this play. Like they may not know one another, but they're doing their assignment.
Yeah.
They're not out there where I got to know this guy, I got to know how you play, because if I know how you play, then I'll be able. My job is this, X, Y, Z. So when I go out there, I'm going to do X, Y, Z. He better do X, Y, Z. And that's what you got last night. You got 4 guys that went out there, 5 guys. They all just did X, Y, Z. This is what was on the paper. This is what my job is. This is what my technique is. This is what my coaching. And then put it to use.
Can I ask you a quick question? I was watching the game last night, and Jack Campbell, who I love, he's becoming one of my favorite, if not my favorite Lion, was moving guys everywhere. Like he's grabbing them and throwing them. I need you over here, right? As the guy who's in charge of that defense. The communication's really important. How much do you look at organization of teams? Like you've brought up simple things like breaking the huddle at the right time for offense,
Right.
making sure you're there so you can call the play at the line of scrimmage, changing an audible, make sure you got enough time. How much are you looking at that defensively and noticing how Detroit is structured?
On defense, how much are you talking? Like I learned this years ago from Ray Lewis, and actually Ray Lewis has come out recently and talked about it, talking about how Baltimore, they don't communicate, they don't talk. Like Roquan Smith, he's legitimately watching film with Ray, and he's like, "Why y'all don't talk?" He said, "How are you going to communicate a play? How does the D tackle know what side you're on? How does
Ray Lewis is saying that to Roquan Smith?
He's saying this to Roquan
Okay.
Smith.
Okay.
He said, "How does the safety know when you're going to come down? How does the other, the will linebacker know when you're going to commit or not commit, when you're going to go and you're not going to go?" They talk. That's what you're talking about with Jack Campbell. He's placing guys in position. And by the way, I love that because it takes a second to find yourself within this game. And if you pay attention to his arc, he found himself. He got better last year. Had to wear the green dot last year when Alex Anzalone also started finding himself in this role. And now he's gone.
Yeah, that changed him.
Now
Wearing the green dot last year changed him.
100%, and you're saying that, but the communication and getting guys being able to communicate with you is very key on the defensive side of the ball because you can talk all the time. The wide receivers and offense is a little bit different. Defense, you can go out there talking because you're reacting. You're reactionary. So seeing him talk, seeing him place guys in spots and move guys around, that means he's very comfortable with knowing all of the schematics of Kelvin Shepard's defense.
Here's what I know. I know the best segment in sports is Braylon's Breakdown. And I told my friend here just before the show started, I said, I wouldn't care if you did it every day. I could watch it every single day. I think it's that good. Thursdays is when we do it at 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
But because of last night, because of some
Monday,
things that he noticed, he wanted to do another one today. He comes up to me and says, "Shep, do you think it's okay? What do you think? I'm going to say no?
I mean,
that's like somebody saying you want another beer on a Friday night. I'm going to say no? Hell no.
What beer is it?
Oh, I'm saying yes to that.
That's right. A hell yes.
No.
You're saying that? I don't mind. I want more of it. So that's what we're going to have when we come back after this from Smoothie King and Sharon's Heating and Air Conditioning.
Recovery is where winners are made. And with Smoothie King, the clean, smooth ingredients, the raw fruit, the real fruit, the protein, it helps you refuel just like it helps me refuel as well. And it does help our high school athlete of the week refuel. Every Friday, you know the drill. We have a Smoothie King High School Athlete of the Week, and it is an amazing thing we do. We love the conversations that we have, whether it's Mercy, whether it's Catholic Central, whether it is Saline High School. We want you to nominate who you believe should be the next Smoothie King High School Athlete of the Week. All you do is scan this QR code above my head, nominate the athlete. We check it out, look over the files, and if they meet the criteria, then guess what? You'll be the next nomination. We appreciate the Lead Foundation for making this possible. The Lead helps provide student athletes with the tools to excel in reaching their academic and athletic goals as we impact their lives. And oh, by the way, smoothies are damn good too.
They sure are, and so are their acai bowls, by the way. They're fantastic. And we talk about Smoothie King and the partnership that we have and how it's important that they're involved in student athletes' lives. Sharon's Heating and Air Conditioning, really important to be part of your life because they know that your home is the most expensive thing you commit to. So you got to take care of it. How do you do that? Well, heating, air conditioning, indoor air quality, in-home generators, water heaters, all those things, really important. And Sharon's Heating and Air Conditioning have the experience, over 40 years of handling all that under one roof. And on top of that, they want to help you out. If you're a DTE gas customer right now, you get a free furnace tune-up through December 1st. All you got to do is schedule it. How do you do that? Well, the QR code above my head, or call them today, 734-238-3839, and tell them the Braylon Edwards Show sent you.
Planet Fitness now has even more best-in-class strength equipment. Join today for $1 down and save.
We're stepping it up.
We're not slowing down.
Finding new faith, new focus.
Love that new equipment smell.
So, you in?
Join the club today. Save when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon. Braylon Edwards and Shep Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you. It's bear hunting season, and Dan Campbell is hungry for some kneecaps.
If you can just get a hold of them and you start dragging their ass out to the deep, dark abyss, you can drown them.
The Kings of the North are back for another year of the brand new Lions. Make sure you're locked in to Detroit's #1 sports network for all the news and info on your Detroit Lions.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
Looking for your daily sports fix? Look no further. Join Braylon Edwards, the University of Michigan legend.
Lofting it right corner of the end zone for Braylon, up in the air. Touchdown, Michigan!
And Shep.
Do you believe this comeback?
Your favorite sports commentator as they tackle the hottest topics in the world of sports. Catch the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep, Monday through Friday from 2 to 4 p.m. on the Woodward Sports Network. Get ready to laugh, learn, and love sports like never before.
Come to any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men and claim your throne for a king's treatment from one of our talented stylists. Open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Just get to a Lady Jane's today and receive a precision haircut, scalp massage, hot lather neck shave, and a hot towel treatment. A haircut should not be a chore. It should be an experience. And that's exactly what Lady Jane's has to offer. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins are always welcome. There's always a location near you. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, it's wicked awesome.
Hunting season is almost here, Detroit, and your Lions are on the prowl. Make sure you're locked into Woodward Sports for all the Dan Campbell reactions, Jared Goff touchdowns, Amon-Ra first downs, Penny pancakes, Kirby picks, Gibbs big plays, and of course, Jack Fox's leg. Stay locked in on all your Lions coverage right here on Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports. WoodwardSports.com and click on Shop. Get the latest in Detroit sports apparel and exclusive Woodward Sports gear. WoodwardSports.com can get the whole team outfitted. Love the Pistons, Red Wings, and Tigers? We got something for you, too. Shop online at WoodwardSports.com.
A way to support local athletes with physical disabilities, Athletes Unlimited, a Michigan-based nonprofit, has one simple mission. And that mission is breaking down the barriers so that everyone can enjoy sports. This is Dr. Pierce Foundation, and we love partnering up with that. We got something cool coming for you, too. We got an event November 6th at Top Golf, and we'll be giving away a free bay. Once we get the particulars figured out, I will have that for you. Also, he is the Injury Insider, 248-426-9944. He will get you in the game, whatever injury or whatever you need diagnosis-wise, back, shoulder, knee, neck, it doesn't matter what it is, he can get you in the game. He is Michigan Sports and Spine's on Dr. Jeff Pierce.
Earlier today I said I was hungry, and Buddy's, we got some Buddy's Pizza out there, and it was fantastic. Buddy's Pizza and some salad. Really appreciate it. They're the original Detroit style pizza, and it gets so good. It tastes so good, doesn't it? Absolutely. So good that I happen to spill some on my shirt every once in a while. Sorry about that, but not sorry. 22 locations in the state of Michigan. And right now, if you jump on board with us and order a Buddy's Pizza, your entire order, 10 meal is the promo code, you will get 10% off. 10 meal. That's all you got to do using that promo code, and go find that location near you by going to buddiespizza.com.
And when you knock us down, we're going to get up. And on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off, all right? And before long, we're going to be the last one standing.
Good team. See, the Lions are that. They're a damn good team with a damn good head coach. When you come back and you focus on those little things, you focus on the details, even from a coach's standpoint. Like sometimes you can get away from the things that work for you. You can get away from the plays that you've had some success trying to do too much, trying to dial into this and dial into that. Sometimes you bring it all back to what works for us. What do we do? What are we good at? What's our identity? Let's rock and roll from that point. So that's why the Lions haven't lost that second game. It's an attitude from the whole team. It's not Dan Campbell trying to create this. Like, hey, we're gonna be serious this week because we lost. No, this is Amon-Ra St. Brown saying, "I'd be damned if we lose twice." Right. This is Jared Goff. This is Aiden Hutchinson.
It's a player-led team. Don't you think it's more of a player-led team? It's from yesterday. That's from yesterday. I remember that because you had that good-looking hat on and the good-looking sweatshirt on.
You know what I'm saying? A little Detroit love right there, man. I love being from Detroit. There's one thing I've always said about, and this is not new because Detroit's doing good. The hell with that. I'm born and raised here. Legitimately, whenever I would go places and people find out I'm from Detroit, conversation would tell, oh, you're from Detroit. What's that like? I didn't care how they meant it. Like, I don't care how they meant it because I knew what Detroit was to me. It's the fact that it will always be somebody whenever I go out, oh, you're from Detroit.
But it's for real for you because you are from Detroit.
100%.
I say, for lack of a better, that I'm from Detroit, even though I'm not from there.
Right.
I'm from the suburbs of Detroit. But if I start telling people where I grew up, even though I was born in Detroit, but I didn't live there, then it gets a little complicated. You just say Detroit, everybody knows where you're from.
D-Mac's from South Detroit, by the way.
Okay.
Very true. Also, too, when you grow up in the same space, same energy, same people, same things, like you embody that city. So when you go on the road, Shep, being from blank, it doesn't matter because you're from Detroit.
Yeah.
Like, you're taking Detroit energy, Detroit conversations, Detroit knowledge. When you go to Chicago, when you go to St. Louis, when you go to whoever cares.
How can you tell when people aren't when they say they are? Because you say it's Detroit. It's not Detroit. The people who, at least that's my experience, it's Detroit.
It's French.
Yeah,
right. You know, it's French.
Which is true, by the way.
It means at the straight.
Yeah.
Shep, the way is if you say, oh, I'm from Detroit, and you go east side or west side, and they go,
right. Oh, my gosh.
Also, too, like that. Oh, I'm from Detroit. No, you're not. Because it's not even the midst of the conversation. It's like, oh, I'm from Detroit. What?
Come on, I got to call you out. All right, let's get to your breakdown a little bit because I got a lot more I want to ask you. Kool-Aid's already busting my chops about getting to the super chats. We got to do that, and he's right about that. Kool-Aid is usually right, folks. He usually is right. But I do want to see some of the videos that you had laid out for us. It's something we can always learn from. So I'm super excited for Braylon's breakdown here, a special edition on a Tuesday of Braylon's breakdown.
Victory Tuesday, as they say. All right, what video are we gonna go with first? I just want to highlight a couple plays. Obviously, Jameer Gibbs had a couple nice runs yesterday. On one of them, he wasn't the main focal point of it. So let's actually start on that one. I think that'll be a fun one to start on. Yesterday, here we go.
By the way, are we thumbs up or thumbs down on the helmets?
Oh, thumbs up for sure.
Up.
Yeah. Okay.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up too.
Thumbs up.
And and I'm a traditional guy, but I do like those helmets.
Hold on, I'm not gonna lie. Like, my dad is traditionalist as well.
Yeah.
Like, we're in a whole funeral today. Like, rest in peace, Zia. That's why I was wearing the Michigan today. Great to see some of my teammates. I don't want to bore you guys with that. But we're in the funeral. I'm sitting down. We're talking. He was at the game yesterday. In the middle of remarks, I like those helmets.
Oh, my goodness.
We're literally sitting in the funeral talking about he like the helmet. So way up, if my dad can tell me that.
If Stan likes it, as an old school guy,
100%.
we're Love You Blue, and it's the old Houston Oiler helmet. If he likes those helmets, just about anybody could like.
When my dad really likes something, it's like a little side look. It's like, not bad, not bad. All right, here we go. This is the play right here.
I can just picture him.
I know you can see that right here.
It's awesome.
So this is the long Jahmyr Gibbs play. He did not score on, but I want to watch Big Panay. So much we focus on him is blocking. So much we focus on him is dish ragging people, destroying people. Because he did that yesterday to Tristan Wirfs as well. But I want you to see how fast the big fella is. Jahmyr Gibbs missed the 22 miles per hour.
Yeah.
But watch Big Panay. The big fella missed the block.
He overran himself.
The Panay Sewell misses the block out of the only reason, though, you shouldn't be mad. If the big fella can get himself up to 17 MPHs, because that's what I'm going to give him. I'm going to believe in the big fella. I'm going to say 17. If he can get up to 17, I'm okay with him missing the tackle. In fact, I know Jahmyr Gibbs had to laugh at that as well. But in all joking aside, he is beyond athletic. I ran track. So I understand the difference between somebody that's fast, somebody has really good form. High knees, get them right here, you get the elbows pumping, you bring them back. That's what the track form looks like. That's what Panay Sewell looks like. You can't tell me that this is a 330-pound right tackle. Hit play.
Can I just say this? He throws Yaya Diaz. Yeah, he just throws a guy just aside.
I have to let you know that I'm a tackle first.
Yes.
I'm a tackle first. I got Harrison. Look at Christian Mahogany on the backside. And I'm sorry, Christian. I'm sorry to do this to you, Christian. Rewind a little bit. All right, hit play.
Not exactly the same form.
Look at Big Mahogany on the back.
Dennis, why does he run by Dennis? He just knows Gibbs is going to fly by him. Why wouldn't he at least chip or block Savokia Dennis?
Because he knows who's right here. Okay. He knows that, and the play is designed to get outside the numbers. So if he's legitimately catching this on the numbers and he's inside the hash, he's not have to worry about him. Because his job is to get out down the field. But Jahmyr Gibbs is responsible for one. Plays like this, he's responsible for one. He's responsible for beating that guy because his job is going to be down here. All right, that was fun. Next play, let's really go Jack Campbell.
I think Panay Sewell would beat all of us except for Braylon Edwards in a race.
You know what? I'm going to tell you like this.
I swear.
Right now, he may probably beat me in a race right now.
Yeah.
I would need...
Sorry, Kool-Aid.
I need like a month.
He would beat you in a race.
I need a month to get in shape. Let me see.
I think
everything I do is for
maybe 10 days, not a month. Go ahead.
All right, I appreciate that. 10 days. All right, here we go. Jack Campbell, he's up at top. He's got the outside. I just want you to notice the recognition, how fast Jack Campbell sees the play. It's going to be a quick screen. They're trying to get out there to the wide receiver. He's also lined up on the numbers. That's where Jack is. Just watch how fast he knows it. Beats the tackle out. Starting to enjoy watching him. Also, they're putting him in much more spaces. Like now he's lined up against Rashard White. Rashard White, the running back, he's got him from numbers to numbers. Sees it right away. He knows the big fella's coming out. He knows that the right tackle is going to come out. His job is to block him. They get inside. Maybe they get it. Soon as he notices what it is, he doesn't waste time. He shoots the gap. He doesn't waste time. He gets exactly to the play, and you get a loss of down on here.
What's he reading here, Braylon? Why does he recognize it so quickly?
Let's watch it together. He's looking at Baker. He's looking at Baker read this. Baker's trying to use his eyes to sell Jack Campbell in the middle. But the reason why he's not buying it is because he sees the guard come out. He sees the tackle come out. So once he sees the tackle, he understands that it's a quick pass.
So that's the
some type of screen.
Okay.
So he's looking, he's reading it, he's looking. Oh, tackle's gone. There it is.
And then when White stops, he shoots.
He shoots, and he doesn't waste time with it too. He shoots. You know we're gonna have to put touchdown on here. You go 76 yards, you deserve it. This one right here, it starts with the wide receivers and the linemen blocking up front. I love that we're starting to see more and more of Khalif Raymond blocking. Remember the infamous one where I thought that it was Amon-Ra St. Brown ended up being Khalif Raymond? Yep. Well,
that was on a different Braylon's breakdown, by the way.
Yeah. They remember that Khalif Raymond can block too. Doesn't matter about size or stature. It just matters about technique. Here we go. He comes in motion. Hit play on that, Ryan. He's in motion. He squares up. Gets the linebacker. Look at that. Right. Puts his hat right in the middle. Now, you want to get your hands inside the numbers. I don't like his arms being out that wide. But where he puts his hat is around the opposite side of the defender's left cheek. This is perfect position. It allows Jahmyr to read it. You got the big fella right here and the big fella right here. He's waiting. He's being patient to see which crease will crack. Because right now it looks like, rewind it back a little bit. Right now it looks like it could be a good job by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Look like they may have condensed it down. They've crashed the guards, and looks like he may not be able to go anywhere. But this is the patience of Jahmyr Gibbs, letting it open. He's patient. He's patient. He's patient. The block's about to come. He sees a little sliver, just a sliver, and that's all you need.
Right when 25
as soon as
stepped
he hit
in.
it, though, this is great blocking and great read all the way around. Look at the backside. He's doing his job. Everybody's blocking. There's a hat on a hat, which is the terminology for football.
Even the tight end on the outside ceiling.
That's the big Sam.
Yeah. So
where was he at yesterday? What was all these throws to Brock Wright? Is Sam Laporta okay?
Yeah, he had a few rocks.
Man, Jesus, Weeze.
So let me ask you a quick question. So it's a good thing on Raymond, of course, as always. Ratledge and Penei Sewell immediately tag team the DT.
Yep.
Then Ratledge
kicks
releases
off.
him and reaches the second level of the linebacker.
Because you know who that big D tackle is. That's Big Vita Vea. And I don't want the big.
It's got to be more than that, right? Though I mean, Tate Ratledge is supposed to do this. He's
Yeah,
not saying
no,
I'm scared of Vita Vea.
No,
right?
no. That's
Okay.
not what I'm saying.
Oh.
They initially chip him because he's that good.
Gotcha. All
So
right.
it's a double team where boom, I get you a quick chip, Panay, give you a little help out, and then I go to the second level and then let you do your thing. You don't really need a chip, but we just give you one anyway.
I got you.
You give him a chip. Because if he doesn't get a chip, maybe this play goes for 12, maybe it goes for 5, maybe it goes for 6, maybe it goes for touchdown. If he does get the chip and you can get to here, it's going for a touchdown. So that's why you get the chip. They're starting the chip, and then Tate Ratledge kicks out to the backer.
How much credit should we give Jahmyr Gibbs here that he's shooting that B gap instead of C where Khalif Raymond and Penei Sewell is? There's not much room. Look at his face. Yeah. He's looking right there. He's looking at two big asses. All right. if you peel off to the right, you could see where Khalif Raymond's engaged and Penei Sewell, and there actually looks like a bigger lane there. That what makes him believe that that's the right place
You have to
go.
give him a lot of credit for being patient. A lot of times with guys like him, guys that can run like that, guys that are agile like that, guys that can get on the outside like that, when they see a little sliver this way, they'll forego what the play calls for. They'll forego what the play is supposed to be. Wait here, be patient, let the chip happen, let him kick, and then it should open. They'll forego that and be like, oh, I think I have this, or I think I can do this, or maybe it's this. This is if you're too quick. But the patience of knowing who your guys are, just like the Detroit Lions, just like the offensive line is trusting that he'll get to the house if they block, he's got to trust that they'll block for me. He's got to trust they're going to do what they said they do. He's going to be able to get off that chip, get to the backer. Just be patient. It's going to happen. Just be patient. It's going to happen. That's what happens. If you trust me, I trust you. And that's what you see.
And by the way, that's fantastic. Thank you for that.
Did you call Jahmyr Gibbs Sir Mix-a-Lot?
Sir Mix-a-Lot? I did not, but you can feel free to do that.
A lot of big bucks.
Need oxygen. And the answer to that, he wasn't even breathing heavy. I'd love to know what his heart rate was on that run because it looked like it didn't bump up very often.
To be honest, not only did he not need water, he also looked at the trainer like he was crazy.
Yeah.
Like you notice, he looked at him like, I don't need no water. Like I don't need no air.
Almost like he felt disrespected.
Yeah.
I used to love the guys that needed the oxygen after like long runs. Like I've used oxygen before, but like it was like
in Denver.
What the Mile High State, like 100%.
Well,
like
that was
the one run, but that was fun to watch. I love these players. I think the Lions.
I do too.
They have a lot of them to where when you watch a play happen, when you watch success, when you watch it, when you take it all back, and then you break it down. Everybody's operating within the play.
Yeah.
Like everybody has a job, and everybody's not doing it. They're proud to be doing the job.
So well done, Braylon. Thank you for all three of those. Good job, Brian.
Fun.
As always, really good stuff. Yeah.
That's what my man Freddie felt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Speaking of Freddie, I know he's got to hit the road because he's got to head back to Indy. He wanted to. He got to see it live. You see how the secret sauce is happening now, don't you, Freddie? All right.
But you know what? This is what we always say, Shep. We always tell people, hey, look, if you get an opportunity, pull up on the show, pull up on Woodward Sports. You can be in the studio, you can be part of the show. We say that nobody believes us. Freddie is walking proof.
Yeah, he's walking proof.
We treat you right.
And he's headed back to Indy. He wanted to get one thought in here on Michigan State, I believe. So I wanted to make sure we give him that opportunity before we wish him a very safe return back home, even though this is always his home. Go ahead, Freddie.
So, rivalry week. Go blue.
Go blue.
Go blue.
Go blue.
I know Bray hears it all the time. Oh, this is what I was doing during your, the game. I was working at Best Buy, a now defunct Best Buy in Rochester Hills.
Every Tuesday Every Tuesday from 2002 until 2013, I was at Best Buy on Tuesday. Getting all the new stuff, whether it's electronics, DVDs, CDs, dating myself here.
Every Tuesday?
Every Tuesday.
So let me get this straight. Every Tuesday you're at Best Buy. Every Thursday you're getting your hair cut. You got a busy week, man. Really busy week.
Hey, look, man, you know what I'm saying?
So I was in the appliance department, slanging the washers and dryers and stoves and my shirt and tie. And Michigan State was up. And I left my department empty with customers because everybody's coming up to me and going, go in the break room, go in the break. You won't believe what's happening right now. The rest is history. So that was the greatest Michigan State memory. Now I dare someone to top.
Luckily, nobody can steal a washer or dryer. You can't
right?
You can't pick that up and put it over
just on their back, like the shoulder break. Yeah,
100%.
You need a big old pulley.
Right. The worst. I dare anybody to top this. The worst. Trouble with the snap. But I got some caveats to it. So let me just run this day down for you. So first, my wife and I, we went to an early dinner at another defunct place. The former linebacker from the Cold Scary Bracket.
Yep.
He had a soul food spot in Indy called Georgia Reese's.
Okay.
We're pulling up there. We're parallel parking. I see my mom FaceTime, and I know, like, heart sinks to my stomach. She's gone. Your Aunt Doris is gone. She just passed. I just saw her. She was in hospice care like a month ago.
Okay.
That's how I'm starting my anniversary with my wife. We go into Georgia Reese's. We eat a fantastic meal. I wish it was still there. I'm paying for the bill. Wife goes to the bathroom. She comes back. They're getting ready to punt. She's like, hey, we had plans later that night. Hey, is it okay to take off? Yeah, they're just going to punt the ball off and it's game over.
The rest is history.
I'm paying for I'm not even looking at the TV. I'm signing the check, and people are losing it. I look up, and again, the dude with the Cobra, the Surrender Cobra. We leave there, and we went to a ballet at Clues Memorial at Butler's campus, a ballet about the Holocaust. That was my worst.
Oh, wow.
You got to get some better memories. You got to get some better memories.
That's tough.
So this is a good memory for you, though. That's for sure. That's as a classic as you're going to get right there. Talk about high point in the football. That's a beautiful thing right there with my partner making a little history. Good stuff. We appreciate it, Freddie. It's awesome for you to be with us. We got to get to some super chats for sure. And we're going to do Braylon's six-pack coming up. That's all right around the corner after this from Les Stanford, who my wife just told me last night. She says, you know what? We've got to get into Les Stanford and check out some of their great deals that you're constantly talking about. And she said, it's not lip service, right? It's true. I said, oh, absolutely. It's not just lip service. No way. I mean, these are great offers, folks. And for me, there's the music. It's the Hummer EV SUT that I've got my eye on. The lease specials, $599 a month plus tax. That's a hell of a deal. I do like that Lyric for sure. The 2025, it's $489 a month. And my daughter already has the 2025 Equinox EV lease special right now at $229 a month. You cannot go wrong. The inventory is deep. It is there for you. The people are great to deal with. Go in, check it out, and see what they can provide you. Just all you got to do is go to their website, and they'll have everything on there that you could possibly want. It's lesstanford.com.
Yeah, and what you need to do is imagine, like my boy Freddie Phelps says, he and his wife went out to Georgia Reese's. They had a beautiful night out. Imagine you pull up to this place. You're about to valet your car, and you're dirty. You got these clean clothes on, these clean outfits on. You looking smooth. You're getting ready to go eat a nice meal, nice steak. You know what I'm saying? Nice little surf and turf, whatever have you. And your car is dirty. It messes up the whole outfit, messes up the whole day.
Making me
that
hungry
doesn't have
again.
to be you. All you have to do is go to Jack's Car Wash and get your car washed, and then you can look good. In fact, we will get you free car wash. How about this? WSN. That's what you'll text, 888-522-1729. 40 locations around the state. Free mat cleaning. Free. Everything they do is first class. Mind you, we're staring at people right now because they're trying to take advantage of the extended sun. So should you. Pull up to Jack's Car Wash today.
Why do we fight? We fight to protect the innocent, to hold the powerful accountable, to bring the oppressors to justice. Why do we fight? We fight to secure and preserve our civil liberties,
to get each and every one of our clients the justice they deserve, and to make the lives of real people just like you whole again. ThenFights.com.
Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon. Braylon Edwards and Shep Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you.
Planet Fitness now has even more best-in-class strength equipment. Join today for $1 down and save.
We're stepping it up.
We're not slowing down.
Finding new face. New focus.
Love that new equipment smell.
So, you in?
Join the club today. Save when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
Looking for your daily sports fix? Look no further. Join Braylon Edwards, the University of Michigan legend.
Lofting it right corner of the end zone for Braylon, up in the air. Touchdown, Michigan!
And Shep.
Do you believe this comeback?
Your favorite sports commentator as they tackle the hottest topics in the world of sports. Catch the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep, Monday through Friday from 2 to 4 p.m. on the Woodward Sports Network. Get ready to laugh, learn, and love sports like never before.
Stop searching for a vehicle and start finding one. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac makes it easy. We harness the power of multiple dealerships and own the biggest selection of GM brands in the area to get you the car you need. With the Les Stanford Group, you'll have access to 4 different dealerships, providing you with more makes, more models, and more choices. We're connected to more than 1,000 vehicles. And with so many high-quality CPO vehicles available, you'll find new car quality at pre-owned prices. You can start and end your search at lesstanford.com today.
Every Sunday, there's only one place to get all your kneecapping, hard-hitting Detroit Lions coverage. Start your Sunday with the Lions Weekly Report with Broder and Terry Foster. Then, the Lions pregame show with Neil Rule and Sean Baligian. At kickoff, keep it locked in for all the emotions of the game with a live watch party with the heavyweights. Then, recap the game with the Lions postgame show with Anson. Game days, there's no other place to be than Woodward Sports. Live all game day. Go Lions.
One. Just giving you guys a little bit of time to go ahead and scan that QR code that is above my head right now because there's some information you get caught up on and some things that I want you guys a part of, all right? If you're looking for the ultimate pickleball experience, make sure you check out Wicked Pickle. It's Metro Detroit's hottest indoor pickleball spot, and they got 10 climate-controlled courts, daily open play for all levels, including for Ryan and myself, and they got a chill lounge with TVs, ping pong, and cold drinks. There's always game on, rain or shine. If you're throwing a party or a team event, they can host groups from as little as 10 to as many as 200. And don't miss the APA Michigan Gold Cup November 22nd through the 23rd. Sign up at pickleballtournaments.com or make sure, again, you scan that QR code above my head and mark your calendars for the Woodward Sports Pickleball Party January 9th. Details are coming soon.
Lions game yesterday, and of course they won, so today should be a nice relaxing day. And if you're looking to take that relaxation game to a higher level, check out Massage Chair House in Bloomfield Hills, Michigan, the largest massage chair showroom in the Midwest, located near the corner of Woodward and Long Lake Road. Experience luxury comfort with Dr. Eric Duncan, the wellness doc. Had a chance to see him a couple of times, and he's a wonderful person, so make sure you go and see him. He's the creator of the top YouTube massage chair review channel. Book a visit at www.massagechairhouse.com or scan that QR code above my head. Massage Chair House, your ticket to ultimate recovery and relaxation.
And we back.
We are back. We're going to get to Braylon's six-pack. We do that on Tuesdays. Like to position that right around 3:30. That's where we give Braylon a quick topic and he gives us a quick thought. And this will be an association primarily with Lions football from last night. I like this song. And a little bit of a preview of Michigan State, which we will get to later in the week as well. But we have certain staples here on the Braylon Edwards Show. Braylon's six-pack on Tuesday. On Thursdays, it's Braylon's Breakdown. But today we got an extra treat because it is October and it is Halloween month. So that's why we get the extra treat. We asked for it, we got it, and we sure were happy about it. All right, let's get to some Super Chats first and foremost before the six-pack. Take your time, Kool-Aid.
Hey, you know what? I got to read this one. It's from G-Man DT. He says, smash that like button. Excellent film again, guys. Braylon is too good at this. He might be snatched up to be a coach for somebody. So I would be okay with that. But I had to read that one.
I appreciate you guys.
Somebody,
thank you.
well, we don't say that. We're not just sitting here to.
I was talking to
blow smoke.
The individual that commented.
Yeah, but it's. I understand why people think that. I do. There are film hogs in sports. People who can't get enough of it.
Yeah.
You're a guy who likes to watch film. I loved watching film with people who really break it down and look at it from a different perspective. The hope for Braylon's Breakdown is that he gives you an idea of something to look for rather than just the obvious. And I think you've done that. So thank you again for that today.
Sure, I appreciate it.
Yeah, and to get to those Super Chats now, we do got Randall Smalls.
Randall.
He has the number 2 spot today amongst our top fans. $2 Super Chat. He just says, shout out to Broder. A little bit earlier in the chat, I see Matt Broder, one of our Woodward Sports representatives, is in the chat as well. He loves this show.
No, Matt Broder is getting no shout outs here because Broder is a cheater. He has the best fantasy team. I cannot stand Matt Broder.
And, hey, Shepard, goes back to fantasy football.
Yeah, when you look at his freaking.
I see what Randall's doing.
No. But wait a minute. But he drafted it, right? I mean, he drafted his.
But he's too good at this game. Like, I don't know anything about fantasy football. I'm just kind of casually fun doing. I'm in second place, by the way.
So wait a minute. So he just casually does it. He doesn't know much about it, but he's in second place.
Yes, because I had Kendrick Osborne go for 36 points last week.
Born, you're right the first time.
And Gainwell give me a random 41 week. That's luck.
Dude, some could say that's a general manager who knows to pick up guys at the right time.
I appreciate that.
That's smart.
I would appreciate it and say I disagree. I got lucky.
No, I won last night.
Bro, to be cheating.
I was finished. I had Seattle. I had 167 points. I was really happy. My son is in 3 leagues. One of my sons is in 3 leagues.
Oh.
He lost all 3 games because somebody got over 200 points, 190, and like 184. He had like 170 points and lost all 3 of his games in the various leagues.
Dang,
I got Jackson Smith and Jibga, so I feel pretty good about that. I got Jake Ferguson. That helps me a little bit. Bijan Robinson. That helps me a little bit.
Yeah, 175.
170. You would have beaten me.
I had Stafford, McCaffrey.
Oh, see, I had Stafford on my bench.
Devontae Smith.
Tucker
Kraft.
Smith is good. Yeah.
I picked the Panthers defense, so I do have a little thing for defense.
Okay.
I'm a week by week defense guy.
So am I.
I won't pick. I look at the matchups. Who are they playing? I saw the Panthers were playing the Jets, and I looked at what the Panthers defense. I said, give me the Panthers defense for the week. 17 points. So I'm a week by week defense.
It's a job well done by you. I agree. I do the same thing, and I really need one this weekend because Seattle's on the bye week, and that was who I played last week. All right. What other Super Chats we got, Kool-Aid?
We got a lot of them in there, man. Right. The chat family's fired up
Victory
for
Tuesday.
Victory Tuesday.
Although Kool-Aid took off his sunglasses. Go ahead.
Yeah, because
you can't see in
I
those
had
things.
to read the Super Chats. Yeah.
I have the same glasses. You can't see.
Okay.
You can't see.
Man. I don't want to. I got to do the people justice. So, Jared Sayers, he's number 1 today. He has the number 1 crown in the top fans. He puts a $10 super chat and says, "Happy Victory Tuesday, fellas." You know what?
Happy Victory
I'll try
Tuesday.
this for you, man.
There we go.
Tuesday. Keep up the great work. One of the highlights of my day. Excited to spend these next few hours with you on my 35th birthday.
Shout
God
out.
is good all the time. Go blue and anchor up. Happy birthday, Jared. Man, definitely got to have the victory shades on for that.
Feliz 35. Feliz.
I'm waiting for somebody in the Super Chat to say, hey, can you get Jesse Dillon out from behind you?
Shout out to Jesse
and go
the Great.
someplace else? Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for.
Dylan.
Nobody with the $2 super chat says, the guys contributing are from SVSU LOL
There we
Powerhouse,
go.
Saginaw Valley.
I'm not gonna lie. That's actually. See, mine aren't as cool as yours, man. These are more like, this is more like when I had on a short sleeve shirt, smooth look. I had some suit pants on.
A little different. Miami Vice.
But that's kind of where I was going. That's got to be super cool because I want to say Whiteside and Nowalski play on the same team.
Yeah.
But they're also like best friends. Like to get a chance to play Little League. Well, not Little League, but I think they play high school together and then they play college together. And now they're playing in the NFL together on the same hometown team. That's a story you can't write.
That's dream stuff, isn't it?
You can't write that story. I can't wait to see somebody make a story about that. Like I don't care what happens in their career. Like the story's made. The movie's done already.
So you're a producer too. That's a great idea. You're a filmmaker. Let's do it.
Let's do that.
I think that'd be dope. Can I use?
Yes,
I know.
you can.
I used it in the right sense, didn't I?
Yes. You
okay.
did.
That would be dope.
Right.
All right.
You can use dope, but just not like in the 80s.
Amen. That's
Just not like in the 80s.
You don't have to worry about that with me. All right, Kool-Aid, what else?
Yes, sir. Randall Small sent in another one. It must have been for something earlier. He says, Dad always said when coach asks, where do you play? Where you need me to win.
Oh, 100%. That means he's willing to do all the things for the team. Like, that's what these guys are. But the cool thing about it is they're doing their position, and they're locking into who they are, and they're allowed to be who they are. That's why when Dan Kelvin made that conversation in 2021 in Hard Knocks about Kelvin Shepard and his hair being authentic to who you are, I think that reverberated around that team, and it still does. He's allowing these players to be who they are. Maybe that's why 32 keeps getting in trouble, but they'll figure that out. Maybe.
Fair enough.
That's really good.
Hey, but you know what? Time served. Time served. Our guy will be back, and he'll be healthy when he comes back. But I love the authenticity that he allows these coaches, allows these players to play with.
Yep.
Keep it up, Kool-Aid.
Yes, sir. Burn. He has the number 3 crown today. $5 super chat. One of our regulars as well. He says those unis, and that's the Motor City Muscles. He says those are, as the kids say, the Lions are wearing their Game 7 fit. You see the Lions show up in those, you know that they're locked in.
That was a big thing. I knew somebody would. Like I was expecting to see Amon-Ra St. Brown with a T-shirt on with Brian Branch's face or something along those lines. But to see all the DBs had the jersey,
pretty awesome.
But also it was deeper than that because they didn't come into game reckless abandonment. They didn't come and try to, you're gonna do this to our boy. We'll show you guys. No, we'll show you by playing the game the right way, by playing with technique, by being disciplined the whole game. So it was really a double entendre on how the secondary played that card last night. Kudos to them.
Yeah, agreed. I love the unity. I think it's fantastic. It speaks volumes about the culture of the franchise and the team, and I'll guarantee you Brian Branch was moved by it too.
Yeah. Oh, definitely, man. Definitely. And the last one for now from Michael Wary, one of our vets in the chat, sends in a $2 super chat, and this is a good one. He says, in your eyes, how did the DBs do last night?
Man, Stevie Wonder could see they playing good last night.
Yeah. Talk to us about it.
Like it was 100%. Like we talked about early in the show, and we'll say it again. They play within the technique. Like the things that Deshae Townsend, the DB coach, is teaching, the things that they learned in college, the things that they're watching on film, the places to be. Like that's exactly what they did. They didn't do too much. They didn't do too little. They did exactly what they were supposed to be, and they played with intensity. And you have to give a lot of credit to Meek Robertson. You know, he's leading that secondary room. Like he's a guy that he's fiery when he's out there with the ones. He believes he's a one. He believes he's the best DB on this team. Yeah. Like I know the energy.
Yeah.
He is not out there just operating and this. No, he believes he is the best DB on this team, and that energy is infectious. So kudos to him for how he led the younger Bucs last night.
I know a lot of times we use certain statistics to support our beliefs with certain positions, but the thing that was most glaring in the first half is that the Bucs, who are a good football team, had just 40 net passing yards. Yeah. And
those came at literally in the last minute and a half of the half.
Yeah. And Arthur Millette had a pick and a forced fumble. I don't care who you are. You can be the biggest football slappy. If you're not covering that team on a regular basis, you got to do some research to find out who these guys are. And those guys went out there, and one of my favorite things was Kelvin Shepard, what he told his players. This is what he said in the postgame. What he told his players about it. He said, look, this is your moment.
Right.
It's a Herb Brooks moment from the movie Miracle. This is your moment. Go take it. And, they did. You got to give them credit. Were they helped out by Aleem McNeil and Derek Barnes.
Doesn't matter.
Absolutely.
It doesn't matter.
But that's what makes football great, Braylon, is because you help me, I help you, and it's supposed to be the team. Right?
Tackles, interceptions, 3 pass deflectors by Whiteside on 4 pass attempts. Yes, Aleem McNeil made a big difference in there, but you cannot take anything away from these DBs. That was a hell of a win. One thing we could have happened, dear Sheila Ford, could you do something that you guys say you do every other year or every 2-3 years? Could you finally get the field together? Because I guarantee you this, you will consistently have injuries every season until you do something about the field. Like the field turf, legitimately.
What needs to be done?
You got to go to a grass, and you're going to have to pay that money to put the thing to slide in and slide out. You got to go to one of those.
Like Arizona does.
100%. Like, it just has come to that time because every year you see 5 to 6 injuries at Ford Field. Like, I'm telling you, it's a direct reflection of the turf because the turf is the same old stuff. They roll it, they put it in there. Like, it's.
Look, I agree 100% with you. You know how I feel about protecting players, all right? But Arizona's the only team that does that, to my knowledge.
But other teams have fake grass, though. Other teams have different types of turfs, different types of surfaces as well. Right. You don't have to get the rollout. Hell, if it's too expensive, fine. You can get something else.
Yeah, that's not going to fly. When people say it's too expensive and you're an NFL owner, that is not going to fly. I mean, that doesn't – I'm sorry. It doesn't work with players today. If you care about your players' safety – and we've given her kudos, and she deserves it because she's been a hell of an owner. She really has. She has arguably one of the best owners this city's ever had. And I mean that sincerely because of her willingness to let other people do the jobs that she hired them to do in the first place. But this is something that needs to be recognized. I'm glad you've brought it up. I hope she watches or at least sees this clip and does something about it. Knowing her and her commitment and how much she cares about her players, my guess is she will. Can't come soon enough.
And I know she will, 100%. I met her. She's the greatest lady ever. My dad loves her, the whole 9 yards. But it is an old stadium. It is a cement floor. Like, if you want to get an idea of how hard the surface is they're actually playing on, anybody ever walked down the ramp of Ford Field?
Yeah.
I know you have. Kool-Aid, you walked down the ramp before. That's concrete.
Yeah.
That's cement concrete. That is legitimately what is underneath the field. So every couple of years when that rubber turf, that the new stuff that they put down, when it wears out, like, I'm not blaming Mike Evans' injury solely on that. It was a tough way he landed. I'm just saying that surface did not help.
Yeah. Look, it's hard to argue.
Yeah.
It's not the Silverdome, but that's not supposed to be the bar.
Facts.
The Silverdome was brutal.
I played in that. It was awful.
Actually, I played a high school game or two in it.
Okay.
And it was,
What position you play, Shep?
I was quarterback, but I believe nothing special there. But listen, falling on that, hitting your head on that, scraping your elbow on that was painful.
Yeah.
And I remember talking to Herman Moore about it one time, who played at the Silverdome, his home stadium, and it's the lights and just like hitting concrete. It's like you're on a skateboard hitting concrete, for crying out loud.
That's why I always had to appreciate Herm and Barry because they're still in such great shape.
Yeah.
Body's still so well in terms of hips, in terms of joints, the whole 9 yards. They really took care of themselves. They kind of set the bars when I was a kid of how you should act, how you should take care of yourself if you ever get into this field. I didn't necessarily listen to all of it, but I listened to enough of it.
All right, when we come back, it's Braylon's six-pack. We've got that on tap for you here on the Herman Edwards Show. But this...
Herman Edwards. See, now you get to talk about Herman Moore.
I was talking about Herman Moore. I was talking about Braylon Edwards and the Herman Edwards.
I got a funny
by the way, I like Herman Edwards, too. He's a really good guy, and I think he does a good job as an analyst on ESPN.
Oh, you want to hear something funny?
Yeah.
So I'm playing golf out in Tehama. Tehama's out there in... we're Spyglass and and Pebble.
Yeah, California,
but specifically
Carmel.
So I'm out there, I'm playing Tehama. Well, Herm Edwards lives on Tehama.
Oh, okay.
He lives on the course, he stayed out there, et cetera, et cetera. So when I'm on the tee sheet as Edwards, they assume I'm his son.
Oh, really?
But they knew who I was as well. So he's like, "Oh, Braylon, man, glad to have you out here. Loves your career. Your dad isn't here this week, but we got you set up. We got all the things." So don't you know that I legitimately used his I used his member number. Man, I got a box of balls. I got a glove. I got a couple.
Did you ever come clean with him?
100%. I wrote him a nice note. I said, "Yo, Dad, I appreciate it." So when I see Herm, when I do get a chance to see Herman Edwards, I know this is coming. I owe you dinner. You say the place, I'll take you there. I ran up. It wasn't a lot, it was
box of balls.
Hey,
It's has
like
anyone
$4.50.
Have you guys seen Caddyshack? Come on.
Yes,
oh
of
man,
course.
where Ronnie Dangerfield. I'll take 2 of those. I'll take 3 of those.
2 of these.
That is Braylon Edwards on Herm Edwards' dime.
Yeah.
If you want to take him someplace when he comes to town, take him to Black Rock. That's what you ought to do.
I should have taken Black Rock Bar and Grill, home of the 755. Oh, you know what? Forget all that. What did I tell you? Lions win, you win today.
Apps.
Go to Black Rock Bar and Grill. You get free apps. Whatever appetizer you want, you get it free because the Lions win, so you win. Take yourself. Now, the steak and lobster is not free. That is the appetizer, but it is there for a limited time only. Black Rock Bar and Grill. Lions win, you win. The deals, they don't last long. And also, the Braylon's beef is there. $20.99.
Good stuff, man. It's really good food. And
Free
it's
apps.
Really good. Yeah, free apps. How do you go wrong there? Really good people at Lady Jane's. They care about your time and they care about how you look. They want to make you look good when you leave. So all you got to do is come in, sign in. Next thing you know, you're in the chair and you're getting the best haircut of your life. Inexpensive, good chat with some of the young ladies, and you get taken care of first class. It's clean, it's easy, and it is wicked awesome.
It's bear hunting season, and Dan Campbell is hungry for some kneecaps.
If you can just get a hold of them and you start dragging their ass out to the deep, dark abyss, you can drown them.
The Kings of the North are back for another year of the brand new Lions. Make sure you're locked in to Detroit's #1 sports network for all the news and info on your Detroit Lions.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
Planet Fitness now has even more best-in-class strength equipment. Join today for $1 down and save.
We're stepping it up.
We're not slowing down.
Finding new face. New focus.
Love that new equipment smell.
So, you in?
Join the club today. Save when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
To any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men and claim your throne for a king's treatment from one of our talented stylists. Open 7 days a week, walk in anytime. Just get to a Lady Jane's today and receive a precision haircut, scalp massage, hot lather neck shave, and a hot towel treatment. A haircut should not be a chore. It should be an experience. And that's exactly what Lady Jane's has to offer. Open 7 days a week, walk-ins are always welcome. There's always a location near you. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, it's wicked awesome.
Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon. Braylon Edwards and Shepard Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you.
I told you guys yesterday that to bet Lions money line. Yeah, I think they even covered the spread too yesterday. And if you bet that, you would have had your money, and you would not have needed the sports Woodward code Woodward 1000. But if you haven't gone to Caesar Sportsbook yet, make sure you head over there, scan that QR code above my head, or use code Woodward 1000. And if your first bet doesn't hit, you get that deposit right back. Maximum of $1,000 bet, minimum bet of just $20. Download the Caesar Sportsbook app today, the official sportsbook of Woodward Sports.
And we back.
Okay. All right, it's time now for Braylon's Six Pack. Welcome back. Monday through Friday, 2 till 4 here on Woodward Sports, the Braylon Edwards Show. Yeah. Not the Herman Edwards Show. But
I mean, although he did coach the team I played for.
Oh, did he?
The Jets.
That's right. Okay. He wasn't the head coach.
He was.
He was. Okay. You said Rex Ryan.
No, I was saying, I meant like he coached the team. That
yes.
Right.
Yeah,
so we didn't overlap. Yeah. However, but
he's a really good dude.
He is.
I like him a lot. I've had him on my show plenty of times. He's good for about $450 at the golf club. This is the segment where we give Braylon Edwards 6 topics, and he comments on whether or not it's a true or false statement, and we can debate if we disagree. All right? So feel free in the chat to do just that, and then we'll get to see the mailbag before we end it on this Tuesday. One more thing. Go ahead.
Also, too, Kool-Aid. That Slack, we got to get that at the end because I'm very excited to see how many individuals out there have been to these 20 cities. It's kind of like
good. Okay.
Little thing. We'll do that at the end.
All right, we'll do that for sure.
Yeah. I sent it to Slack.
Some of the best stuff, by the way, is in between segments. So to have Kool-Aid and Braylon, I wish Ryan and I were taping it, to have them debating on fantasy football trades.
He don't want to help his brother out.
But maybe it's because his brother's trying to take advantage of him.
But I'm not. He doesn't have any tight ends. And he has
that's
no
a possibility, you know.
He has no tight ends, no wide receivers. I'm legitimately trying to offer him up one of my 3 tight ends who all are 14 plus.
Okay.
I won't. Okay, that's a little bit much. No, Tucker Kraft is 14. Zach Ertz is right at 11, 12. And then Dalton Kincaid is at 12.
Okay, Buffalo plays 3 tight ends. I mean, I'm not telling him what to do. What do you want in exchange? That's the issue.
I just want a running back.
You want a good running back.
I want Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Listen, at the end of the day, Broder is 7-0. Somebody's got to make a move on Broder, and I need another good back.
Okay, but you're 5-2. You're going to make the playoffs, and then you might be able to beat him in a playoff game. You don't have to go undefeated.
But I feel better if I had Josh Jacobs.
Okay.
You know what? The hell with it.
You should have taken Jake Ferguson like I did. That's like one of Dak Prescott's favorite receivers.
I had Mark Andrews. Like, that was the tight end. I had Mark. And then it didn't look like it was going to be his year, and I traded him, got rid of him early for Tucker Kraft. He's been so inconsistent, though.
Yeah.
Like, he'll give you a 16-pointer and follow up with a 5.
Mm-hmm. So I'm surprised you took Mark Andrews after last year, after the way things
I thought it was get back year. Also, too, you know me, I'm too close to Lamar and Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah.
I believe not anymore.
Yeah, they can do no wrong until the 1 and 5 star. All right, here we go. Here's the first one. This is going to be all football. So my apologies. I didn't get it, but Pistons start tomorrow in Chicago. Okay, now
Shout out.
Kool-Aid can walk around with a limp for a little bit.
Hey, look,
and
I got the show tomorrow. The show at 7 tomorrow.
There it is. Good promo. Well done.
Yes.
And then we've got the Red Wings, who are 5 games deep, so I didn't want to go quite there. I could have gone World Series, but we could do that maybe next week. Okay, Toronto won last night, in case people are wondering.
Excited for Vlad Jr. Like the stories. I'm excited for everybody. Excited for Canada to be back in it, the whole 9 yards. But I love stories. And when you sell the story, when you show him with the Expos back in 2002, and now he's the one, it's just dope.
And walking into the baseball stadium with an Austin Matthews jersey on that people thought was a jinx. It's kind of funny. George Springer's unbelievable, though. 23 home runs in his postseason. He's third all time. Third all time in career postseason homers.
And they all matter. I mean, I guess when you hit that many, they're going to matter. But, like, every single one of them, they all seem to be in a moment where you're like, he's done it again.
You know what started that inning, though? A walk.
Yeah.
Because Julio Rodriguez, who had a really good game, a double run scored, 2 runs scored, and a homer, and Cal Raleigh homered. They were up 3-1. So that's a Seattle team that was up 2-0, 3-2, and still couldn't get it done. And in the 7th game, they were up 1-0, 2-1, 3-1, and still couldn't get it done.
Before the playoffs started, my conversation about the Mariners was what? Every year when they make it to the postseason, which isn't very often, they always do the Mariners thing. And if I couldn't watch the 1997 Mariners win, I damn sure don't think any other Mariners team is going to win.
Yeah, I get that. I saw that in the group chat. I kind of laughed at it.
I was waiting for you to comment.
Yeah, I wasn't going to comment. I just don't think Brian Wu and those guys are thinking about that team. But I hear, look, there's some justifiable belief in there, so I get it. All right, ready for the 6-pack? Here we go. MSU, if MSU stays within the spread, it's a win for the Spartans when they play at home against Michigan Saturday night.
Spread is,
I think it's 13.5.
Yeah, it might change. That's why I hesitated. But let's say it's 13.5.
The answer is no. Let me operate from the space the rivalry is supposed to operate from. It's a rivalry. I don't care if it's Jonathan Smith. I don't care this, that, and the third. It is a rivalry. At some point, Michigan State has to wake up. At some point, Michigan State, Jonathan Smith, you have to show me something. And if you're talking about they stay within the spread, no. Like, no, it's not good enough. It's not.
Okay.
This is a rivalry. I've played against Michigan State where they weren't good and almost lost. But I've seen Michigan State games where they haven't been better. I've seen Michigan games where they haven't been better than Michigan State and won. So, no. At some point.
You've seen Michigan against Ohio State a year ago. where on paper,
100%. And so that will look like this game. In fact, this game is even closer because I've seen Michigan State at times this year make plays. I've seen Michigan State at times be like, seems like Aiden Childs might have figured it out. They have a damn good wide receiver. They've done a couple good things good. So, no, 13.5, this is a true spread. This is a true rivalry. It can't be 13.
It's going to be a really high-scoring game because I don't think Michigan State can stop Michigan, and I think Michigan State can move the ball. First two drives for MSU last week at Indiana were pretty good, but then they hit a roadblock. All right, NFC North is the best division in the National Football League.
No.
Really? Every team 500 or better, no other division can say that.
Do you buy Chicago? Do you buy Minnesota? So this isn't a record thing. This is, do you buy Chicago? Do you buy Minnesota?
I do not. I think Detroit and Green Bay are going to make the playoffs. I don't think Chicago or Minnesota are. Yeah. But then I have to find another division.
West.
AFC West?
NFC West.
NFC West.
Seattle, L.A., and San Fran.
All 5-2.
100%.
Right.
The hell with the Cardinals.
Yeah.
But those they're three teams in Super Bowl contention.
I'm with you on that. I agree 100%. I think the NFC West is the best division in football. Of course,
AFC West is floating in there.
Yeah,
Broncos.
The Chargers' loss last week did something to me. Like
That's
I'll be the first to admit, I
Tackles.
picked them to win the division, and they don't look like the same team that played Kansas City on opening day.
Joe Alt could have been the first person taken in the draft, and he was playing at an exceptional rate. He got hurt, and then your starting right tackle gets hurt.
Right.
That's tough.
Yeah, you're right.
That's tough.
Tampa is the Lions' biggest threat in the NFC.
I'll go with it. No.
You just said the NFC West has three.
And that's why I said, and that's why I say I can't go with it. I think the biggest threat is the team that they will see this year at the end of the year, and that's the Rams. I think the Rams are their class a little bit above the 49ers and a little bit above Seattle. I think that they're the team in that division. They see the Rams in December at SoFi. I think that's the team more than ever because that defense is now aligned with the offense, and Puka Nacua is not hurt for real. So I think it's that team. Devontae Adams, it's the Rams.
Good. I like it.
They just can't – those two can't escape each other.
Okay.
Stafford and Goff.
Next one. Jared Goff and Amon-Ra St. Brown are the best quarterback wide receiver duo in the National Football League.
Nah.
No? Who is?
We talking about currently so healthy, so no this guy. So it would be between them. It would be between Puka and Matt Stafford. Once again, there's Stafford and Goff connected at the hip. Shoot, what I saw to Rashi Rice and doggone Patrick Mahomes. Oh my God, I would go with those two right now.
Okay.
I think they're 1 and 2. However you want to slice it, fine.
I would just say Amon-Ra St. Brown is 5th in the league in receiving. Jared Goff is 9th in the league in passing. If you wanted to look strictly at numbers, it would probably
Darnold and Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Pretty close. That's pretty close.
Ibuka and Baker.
No, you're gonna hate me. I'm gonna get out of range here. It's Dak Prescott and George Pickens.
Oh! No!
But
I know. I'm not saying they are. I'm just.
I don't like that power step by
step. Look at statistics.
Okay, but hear me out.
That's all I'm doing.
That's a fine one. Who's the number one combo on that team?
Yeah, because CeeDee Lamb
is it CeeDee
is
and
the
Dak?
number one
Is
guy.
it George and Dak?
But Dak is second in passing, and George Pickens is number 4 in receiving.
I will say this about Dak, and I've given him far too much credit for my liking this season. I'm not going to make this a regular thing, but I will say this. We talked about this jokingly. He lost weight, but what it seems like he gained, the ability not to try to do the most. And one thing about Dak is really good about doing a lot of things you don't have to do. It creates a lot of turnovers, hence why he was leading the league in interceptions for 4 or 5 years in a row. It doesn't seem like he's trying to overly do it. Hey, if this player's there, if not, I'll find Ferguson. I'll find Javonte Williams is a check down. They also have a run game that's making it a little bit easier. I think he's just allowing the game to come to him, unlike a Trevor Lawrence for sake.
Which tells you something because Dallas knows in order for them to win any game on any given Sunday, they got to score because their defense stinks. All right, number 5 in the Braylon six-pack. This has been Dan Campbell's best coaching job.
Yes. This season?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Because?
You're not just saying that because he's yelling at you right now, huh?
Because it's not just you said what?
So you're not just saying that because he's yelling at you right now.
Oh, 100%. I'm sorry.
He's had to deal with some injuries.
Yeah.
Right?
He's had to deal with some coaches leaving. Oh. He's had to deal with how that affected players, because whether we talk about it or not, that is a real thing. Coaches affect players, etc. He's corralled his guys, kept them together. He had to deal with the first game of the season and what this is. And he's just dealt with keeping his guys together. And no matter what happens, no matter who get injured, it just seems like each year they take another step. And they look a lot better. And they look different. Like the game against Tampa, the game against Baltimore, no one's been more prepared this season than the Detroit Lions.
Yeah.
Like after the loss to the Packers, the last 5 games, including the Chiefs game, we can call that a wash. No one's been more prepared than the Detroit Lions, and no coach is getting more out of his players than Dan Campbell. So, yes.
That's well said. All right, last one of the Braylon six-pack, and then we'll get to what you have to say before we're out of here. Kelvin Shepard is a better defensive coordinator than Aaron Glenn.
Not fair, but I think he has the opportunity to be better. Like right now, we saw what Aaron Glenn did through the course, and I'll say no for right now. Because we saw what Aaron Glenn did in 2021 to 22 when they didn't have anybody. And slowly but surely they got players here and there, and the defense got better. The defenses were good then to a certain extent that they made plays. So not better yet, but he has the ability because he coached up under him. He has the respect. He's dialed in on the plays, and he's not afraid to consistently do it his way. Like his guys, you legitimately bring in 4 secondary guys to replace your 4 starters, and they still stayed man. I don't know if many people paid attention to that. They still stayed in man-to-man coverage.
Yeah.
So I love the authenticity that is him. He will be better than Aaron Glenn when it's all said and done.
That is absolutely crazy. That we still trust you to do what we do best. This is, people always ask about identity. This is our identity, and that's exactly what it was. That's Braylon's six-pack that we deliver every Tuesday here on the Braylon Edwards Show, right around 3:30 or so. All right, what do you got to close things out about cities and where we visited or not?
I saw this. I thought it was fun. Throw this up there. It's in the Slack. Did you guys?
I found it. Yeah, I'm getting it up right now, too.
Oh, okay, yeah. So this is 20 cities around the U.S., and it says the average person has been to 4.
Okay.
How many have you been to? I'll start with you, Ryan. You been to Orlando?
Yep.
Los Angeles?
No.
Chicago?
Yes.
All right, so you got 2. Houston?
No.
Phoenix?
No.
Philly?
No.
San Antonio?
No.
San Diego?
No.
Dallas?
No.
San Jose?
No.
Austin?
No.
Jacksonville?
No.
San Fran?
No.
Columbus?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. We're at 3.
Yeah.
All right, Fort Worth or Dallas?
No.
Indianapolis?
Yes.
Okay, 4. Charlotte?
Yes.
5. Seattle?
No.
Denver?
No.
Nashville?
No.
Oh, my God. Ryan, you're a young guy. You got to go to Nashville.
Young man. Okay, you got 5.
I've been to
as a young
Knoxville.
man.
I've been to Knoxville, Tennessee.
Yeah, it's not
Nashville.
Nashville, you will love. Do me a favor. Sometime within the next 6 months.
I like country music.
There you go. So then you got to go.
I wasn't going to go there, but that's fine, too. I want you and your buddies to go to Nashville. You'll have an absolute blast.
All right, I'll let the group chat know.
You will. It's a fantastic trip.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
Kool-Aid.
Yes, sir.
You've seen the list. How many have you not been to?
Ah, man. Let me see here. Looking at it right now. That's a pretty robust list, actually, man.
It's 20. That's a pretty robust list, actually.
Yeah. No, I've
Bray, have you been to all of them, by the way?
There's one on here I haven't been to.
see.
Okay.
See if you can guess it. Each of you get 2 guesses.
All right.
Yeah, and I've been to Orlando, LA, Chicago.
I gotta think of NFL
Haven't been to
teams.
Houston yet. Been to Phoenix.
Smart.
Been to Philly. Haven't been to San Antonio.
The
Haven't been
Riverwalk?
to San Diego.
Okay.
Been to Dallas, San Jose, not Austin, not Jacksonville. Yes to San Fran, many times actually. Yes to Columbus, unfortunately. No to Fort Worth. Yes to Indianapolis. Yes to Charlotte. Lived there for the first year and a half
Charlotte's
of my
really
marriage.
nice.
Shout out to my wife.
Shout out.
Seattle, no. Denver, yes. Nashville, yes. So I think might have missed maybe 6 of those.
I think the only place I haven't been to on that list is San Jose. Wow. Now,
I lived
I've been
in
to Oakland.
I lived in San Jose.
I've been in San Francisco.
That was gonna be my guess.
Okay. I have been through San Jose, but I haven't been in San Jose where I've stayed. All those other cities, I've actually stayed there and spent time. But San Jose, I've just been through.
I've lived in 4 of these cities. I've been to all of these cities except one, and it's in the second largest state in the country.
Huh. Okay. Well, the largest state in the country is Texas.
Oh, no, it's Texans. That's football team.
So California would be the second largest, right? Or is California the largest?
California's the largest.
Then Texas is the second.
Too.
So you haven't been to Austin.
Bang. Oh. You had the right check. He was like, "What aren't football cities?" So that was.
And then I guessed a football city. That's smart.
And then I guessed a football city.
And some of our chat chimed in.
I've always wanted to go to Austin. Everybody told me good things about UT and Austin, and especially when he came back maybe like 10 years ago or something. But
it's okay.
If I'm going to Texas, I'm going to Houston. I'm going to Dallas.
Yeah, Austin's pretty cool. The only thing I would say about it is it's supposed to be known for its infrastructure at UT.
Yeah,
and I don't think it's real good from an infrastructure standpoint. It gets really packed up and crowded there.
Okay.
It's tough at times to get around. Not as tough as Boston, but tough to get around. Some people in the chat real quick before we're out of here on a Tuesday on the Braylon Edwards Show. Go ahead, Kool-Aid.
Yeah, definitely. And some of them in the chat were saying how many cities they have gone to as well. Randall Small says he got to 10 of them. Okay. God hates cowards, and that's GAWD hates cowards. He says he's been to 13 of these cities.
There we go.
Michael Wary, he said he's been to all but 4 of them. I know that's one of our vets
in
the chat. Aaron to the Stone, I've been to 14. And what I'll ask is you guys put in the chat which one is your favorite from that list as well, and we'll definitely read some. But
that's a good one.
We got some. We also got some mailbag questions here. Randall Smalls, he wants to know this: should the NFL have a taxi-like squad of 5 to 10 players under contract that can be changed game to game?
Like,
I'm wondering if you said like some backup.
You're talking about the practice squad and making them available on game day. You dress 48 on game day. You have.
I got you.
How many do you have? 50. There
50,
used to be 53.
53.
It used to be 53. Yeah, it
48.
still is. Yeah. And then the practice squad's a lot bigger than
60.
that. I've said to expand the rosters for at least 10 years, I think. So I think they should have 60 players available. And if you want to dress 53 on game day. I don't think they dress enough players on game day, especially when you move to 18 games.
Yeah,
that's my belief.
That's going to get tricky with the money because now they're going to be like, well, we can't pay you this because we have to pay blah, 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 blah.
Guess what? You're making money hand over fist.
Amen.
So
I'm still looking for some money.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Well, you're making plenty of money here.
I don't know if 49ers gave me all my money.
My whole thing with that is the NFL, 66% of their $18.7 billion revenue from 2023 was from television. That is a revenue of $18.7 billion. I'll put that in perspective. Major League Baseball just went through some pretty good times in 2025. Theirs is $10.9 billion. It's a monster. They can afford it if they choose to. The NFLPA has to fight harder for it.
Sometimes I'm up at night, Kool-Aid, I'm like, man, I wonder if the 49ers, do they still owe me money?
I wish I had that problem.
Did I sign a Bobby Bonilla contract?
Did I get all my checks from the Seahawks? No, because I think there was a deferred payment. Nah.
You're like Shohei, deferring all your money to the end?
Hold on to it.
All right. Any more?
Oh, man. You know what? This one I do want to ask because I want to know this as well. It's from Jared Sayers, Mailbag Shep. What sport was your favorite to broadcast throughout your career? And I'm going to tap one on as well for you, Braylon.
I like that.
It's probably that Michigan State.
I appreciate that. I get that a lot. I love them all. That's not a cop-out. I love them all. There's a special feeling, though, when you're walking the sidelines in the National Football League. Before a game, there really is nothing like it. But, I love calling college games. I think it's awesome to be in an arena where you've got – I remember Michigan played Indiana. It was 1 versus 2 at Bloomington. What a feeling, and the number of NBA players on there. There's college football. It's hard to just pinpoint one. I've been really fortunate in my career to call a lot of teams. Baseball special, Miguel Cabrera's 3,000th hit, his 500th home run. Really cool, a no-hitter. So it varies, but I love them all. So thank you for the question, though.
Yeah, no, the NFL is a little different. Like I walk around. I was just on the field the other day up in Ann Arbor, Michigan, and It's a little young. It's fun. It's not gimmicky, but it's family, if you will.
Yeah.
That NFL, you can feel the fact that cats is getting paid.
Yeah.
You can. Well, I guess they are in college too, but you can. you can feel the fact they're getting paid, and they know it, and it's intense, and it's the look, and you can feel it.
Yeah.
You can cut that intensity with a knife on game day of NFL game, especially when the team comes out like that last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But when you're at a college stadium, like for example, I mean, you played in front of over 100,000. When you go to LSU, for example, and they come running out of there, and you're like, man, and they're just playing the various music, and they got the lights going. It's pretty awesome. Football's very special, and it's been special being with you here on the Braylon Edwards Show. Thanks very much for checking us out. We hope you can join us tomorrow, 2 o'clock, here on Woodward Sports. Have a great rest of your Tuesday, everybody, and thanks for watching.
Go Blue.
Smash that like button.
Looking for your daily sports fix? Look no further. Join Braylon Edwards, the University of Michigan legend.
Lofting it right corner of the end zone for Braylon, up in the air. Touchdown, Michigan!
And Shep.
Do you believe this comeback?
Your favorite sports commentator as they tackle the hottest topics in the world of sports. Catch the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep, Monday through Friday from 2 to 4 p.m. on the Woodward Sports Network. Get ready to laugh, learn, and love sports like never before.